Good afternoon. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from Titans House. It is 3:02. The Titans have made a flurry of moves today on the offensive side of the ball, including former Tennessee Vols star quarterback Hendon Hooker getting signed today, who was drafted by the Lions in 2023. Spent time with the Panthers and Jets. They also signed former Jets and Cardinals running back Michael Carter, who played in 13 games last season for Arizona. They signed former Vikings, Patriots, and Commanders wide receiver KJ Osborne, and former Steelers wide receiver Lance McCutcheon. In Tennessee Lady Vols news today, freshman twin sisters Mia and Maya Paldo plan to enter the transfer portal, the family announced on social media. Mia, a former 5-star recruit, averaged 10.4 points per game, 3 assists, and 1 steal this season. Maya, a former 4-star recruit, averaged just under 2 points per game this season. Kim Caldwell and the Lady Vols have lost 6 players to the portal and another 5 seniors to exhausted eligibility. For your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Wednesday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. It is Hump Day. You can watch it on live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Babs was not impressed.
Not impressed.
I got to do better in the 4 o'clock hour.
That's all right.
I will.
As long as I don't have to do it.
I feel like I'm second best.
It is your birthday eve today.
It is. April Fools. Y'all watch out, man. I've already seen 2 things on Twitter, and they were weak.
Yeah, because it's dumb. April Fool's is dumb.
Have y'all gotten taken today, or have you taken someone today with April Fools?
I saw an April Fool's transfer portal that almost got me until I checked the name. Tyler Tanner apparently entered the portal, but that was not true.
Yeah, not true.
Not true.
He just signed an NIL deal with CAA, so my guess is he's coming back, which would be amazing.
Good for Vanderbilt if
I mean,
he could, yeah.
To Slave's point, when I brought that up yesterday, to Slave's point, why not test it? You know? Go through the camp process, go to Chicago, all those things. But, I mean, the guy can flat out play. He's a competitor. The jump from year 1 to year 2 was phenomenal and significant, and a big fan of Tyler Tanner, who played at Brentwood Academy. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport with you. Slay Dog is en route to, Indianapolis. He's going to, they're doing the dunk contest and all that stuff at Butler, which will be really cool. I forget the name of that field house. Hinkle? Is it Hinkle Field House at Butler? I think that's right.
Yes.
Oh, Ross says yes.
Ross, you okay, bud? 12-step process. Where are we with the Duke loss?
Step 2.
You're already at step 2?
One.
Wait, which is the anger one?
Steps 2 through 11.
I was going to say, no, that's step, like, all of the steps before you get to step 1, I think, is the anger. But then you've got to...
Let me look it up. 7 stages of grief.
This will be
There's
amazing.
5. I thought it was 5 stages.
There's got to be more than 7
So
for
Ross
this.
is a Duke fan, for those that don't know. So is Don Davenport. Have you talked... So is Don's mom, Buffy. Have you talked with Buffy yet?
Nope.
She has liked some Facebook stuff
She
from
did.
us.
I did call
and
her today.
Instagram stuff from us.
And she was at brunch with her tennis girls. So
Oh, that's
I
a good
think
place for her to
she's-
be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think she's coming out of it.
Champagne involved, rosé, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be okay.
Cosmopolitans.
The Zone has been broadcasting live all day from where we are right now, and that is the Titans Open House at Titans House. All day today. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. You can experience the future of game day with an exclusive look at Titans House, the new Nissan Stadium Experience Center. Enjoy food, drinks. They got Hattie B's sliders, chicken sliders. Zeph, have you had those?
I've had 3 of them. They were really good.
I've had 3 of them.
I am about to go get one then.
You can, there are also special guests and more. I think the autograph signees during the 3 to 5 o'clock hour are both standing right here. The doctor, Kevin Dyson. He's got a bucket. Do you see how well he pulls off that bucket hat? I just cannot do it. Zeph and I were talking about it. They have a Titans, pro shop set up in here with the new logo stuff, and they have bucket hats in there. I just can't do it, man.
No, you
it's
can't.
I think
No.
it's the glasses and the beard.
I can't do visors, and I can't do bucket hats. I can do hats like a champ.
Not a lot of people can do bucket hats.
You think?
Dice can do it.
Oh, he's the man.
Who
Can your-
else is signing?
Can your
with him?
husband do it?
Blaine Bishop.
Yeah, Blaine
Oh,
Bishop. Hitman
Bishop.
and
The
Dyson.
Hitman.
I thought you were saying the other guy talking to Dice. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
No, but half of the first couple of 3HL is here. And it's great to see Bill. He's in remission.
Yay!
He's actually standing up and walking around.
He's got
and
a lot of energy.
and
Like,
if-
it's good to
Yeah.
see.
if y'all came to some of the Buffalo Wild Wings shows that we did, you probably saw Bill and his wife. And we labeled them the first couple of 3HL, and they had shirts made and all this stuff. But he went through cancer treatment, and he is in remission now. Thank the good Lord, and he is here. He said they're
That's
going to come
great.
to Mexicali Grill tomorrow when we're at Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs. So if y'all want to meet them and experience some good vibes and some smiles, come by and see us tomorrow at Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs.
And tell the mayor happy birthday in person.
It's your birthday. I
Tomorrow.
love that we get to go to a Mexican restaurant and have margaritas live on the show for your birthday.
Maddie-
I didn't get approval of that, but
Yeah, Maddie in
Hey,
promotions is
yeah.
looking at us like, what? You can do margaritas while you're on the air?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if technically it's approved, but I just approved it. It's birthday.
It's
You
a
do
birthday,
anything for
yeah.
your birthday.
Plus, we're in Nashville. Maddie's from Idaho. I don't know how much of this goes on in Idaho, but it is what it is. Welcome to 3HL. So we are at the Titans house, the Titans open house at Titans house today until 6 o'clock. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. You can enjoy free food, drinks, special guests, and more. You can purchase a PSL at the event and enjoy a New Jersey as a gift.
Titans
We've got that
cheerleaders
on.
have their new gear on.
They do indeed.
It looks good. They got their Nashville gear on today in that beautiful shade of Titans Columbia blue. What do we call it now?
I know we need
I
a
think it's just
proper
It's
term.
just Titans blue now.
Titans blue.
I think that's what they. I think that's
Because
what
it
they're
is
calling
a different.
It's not two-tone.
It's not two-tone. It is a different blue than the Oilers. It's a little more vibrant than the Oilers blue. It's a different blue than on the what is it, Pantene?
Oh hell, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're getting. way
Oh
too-
hell! So it's not really like a baby blue. It's definitely more vibrant, but it looks good.
They are calling it Titans blue.
It's Titans blue.
Okay, that's easy. I like that. So yeah, we'll be here until
I
6 o'clock.
love it. I love the color even more in person.
They have some outdoor space too, where like if you have kids with you, they've got cornhole, they've got Jenga, they've got what do you call it? I started to say Foursquare. It's not Foursquare. It's Connect Four.
Ah.
They've got Connect Four out there.
Yeah, those are two very different things.
Zeph bought a T-shirt.
I did.
This guy already has his brand new
No,
Ward
that-
jersey.
I'm
Cam
pretty-
Ward.
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, it is a new.
It is.
No,
It's one
Yeah.
of the
no,
new
no,
ones.
that's not the new one.
Oh,
It
he
doesn't
just
have
had
the
his own
logo
done?
anywhere on it.
Oh, that's true. It has the NFL logo on it.
Yep, just not.
And
the
he's got cool
Titans
Jordan,
logo.
so that'll get us there. The Titans have signed several players today. Wide receiver Lance McCutcheon signs with the Titans. That is a competitive piece for sure.
Depth.
Yeah, not much
Camp.
playing time. He's played in one season. We'll get into
He was
The
on
Camp
the,
body.
the details of
He was
all
with
this.
the Titans at some point.
He
last year.
was, yeah. Titans are signing former Cardinals running back Michael Carter, former Commanders wide receiver KJ Osborne, and
Zeph
Zeph was
so
very
excited.
about this.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't even know. Slay had to tell me about this. I didn't even see
Free
that.
I
agent.
know, but when you found out, that was the first thing in your update.
Well, yeah, that's what draws the attention to Tennessee fans.
Free agent quarterback.
Hendon Hooker signing with the Titans. Coach said yesterday not to close the door on Levis as
Well,
a backup. So
Okay, but now we have 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, and you'll only have 3 in training camp. So there you go. And then 2 for the season, probably. Honestly.
I think they're. Yeah.
2 for the season, 1 on the practice squad.
Yes. Which none of those will be Levis,
I agree.
despite what was said
I
yesterday.
think that'll end up being a trade. It just depends on when.
Or a release.
No.
Okay, but how are you going to get? At this point, what's he worth? What would you want for Levis? What would you be okay with getting for Levis?
Well, number one, you're going to release him if you don't get
Any-
anything for
anything?
him.
Correct.
So,
I would take anything.
it's going
Hey.
to be like a 7th rounder.
Yeah, I was going to say 6th.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a waste.
What did Malik Willis go for again? Didn't he go for a
I think he went for a
Seventh.
Oh, I thought it was a 6th. Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up. By the way, I did go through, I looked up the 5 stages of
7th round
grief.
7th round.
So
So Seventh round was Malik.
wait. Let's clear this up. So I was right.
you were right.
Okay, good.
So
I was wrong.
I think you can get at least.
Please clip that.
Clipped.
Ross,
You said it.
Not clipped now.
thank you.
Doctor!
What up, Dice?
Can we turn this on for a second? Can we turn this on for there you go.
Slay is doing NCAA Final Four dunk contest basketball stuff.
He big time in y'all, huh?
He's big time in us. Yep.
That's usually Don during the football season, but now it's Slay, huh?
When you wake up in the morning, is your alarm set to the doctor? Is that how you wake up?
No, I wake up to Dr. Dre and Snoop. You know, this is Dre Day.
There you go.
You got to get ready. You going to the gym. You need something to wake you up.
I like it.
Is that what you do in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
Man, you're much better than me.
4:35
I go
o'clock.
get coffee. That's what I do.
I like the bucket hat. We were just talking about
I can't do it.
not a lot of people can pull off a bucket hat.
Listen.
My husband can. He's got a Hoosiers
Listen,
bucket
I'm
hat.
bringing them back. I started last
You
summer.
bringing them back?
I'm about to date myself. In the late 90s, I was wearing them all the time. And then I went a little while without doing it.
Yeah.
I said, I'm bringing this back. It's back part of my rotation.
It looks good.
Y'all know I'm a hat guy.
You look good.
Yes.
You're signing autographs here at the Titans house?
I am, man.
Taking
last
pictures?
Year, taking pictures. Last year, I didn't get to see the whole facility. I was just kind of in that room signing autographs, so I get to see a little bit more. But it's great, man. I think the rebranding builds excitement.
Yeah.
As you know, we did that back in 99, 2000, kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Build that excitement again, just something fresh and new.
Do you like it?
Oh, I thought you was going to ask me something.
No, I was going to ask if you saw the model over there.
I have not.
Yeah, we're going to show you in the break.
I always was a fan of the Oiler colors anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we went to the two-tone blue, and I think that was something different that made the team, the city's team.
Yeah.
But I always was a fan of the Oiler blue anyway.
I think, honestly, I think they did a good job of kind of combining, like, that old school stuff with the Oilers, but also kind of making it their own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
But that old school Oilers stuff, I think, is one of the best uniforms out there.
Yeah.
But I like odd uniforms. Like, I love the Astros with the rainbow
old school,
bright things.
yeah.
With the Astro Pop thing going across the side. But, yeah, it's cool. We're going to take you over and show you this model. It's, like, true to scale, and the detail is incredible.
It's impressive. And I think one thing, the flames, I keep getting mixed messages about the flames on the logo. People missing the fire flames on the outside. Yeah.
The thumbtack.
Fiery
Yeah.
thumbtack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't miss it.
You don't miss the flames?
The only reason
It's
I miss
okay.
it is because I have 1 million pounds of Titans gear that has it on
yeah.
it. So I
Yeah.
got to get new stuff. now.
As I started to wear a hat with that on, I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I'm going to a whole new reveal
Yep.
and things. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't wear that.
So what's going on with you? We hadn't talked with you in a minute. You good?
Man, yeah, still
What
working
are you doing?
on that charter school. Turn the application in.
Hey, for those that don't know, this is an incredible project.
Yeah.
And an enormous, I can't even imagine how enormous this project is.
Oh,
But let
man.
people in on kind of the bullet points of what you're doing.
Well, I'm in the process of starting a charter school centered around the intentionality and purpose of sports, taking the unified power of sports and turning it into a purpose. Help our student athletes become, of course, academically excellent and athletically elite. That's the idea. Use sports as the base for everything, whether it be inside the building. We're talking about team and building that capacity and having competition inside. And, of course, we want to have quality teams outside the building. I think, and then in the midst of all that, provide access to the growing ecosystem of the sports that is growing here in Nashville, whether it be like what you guys do here on a regular basis, journalism, broadcasting, sports nutrition, all the different aspects that surround sports. I think of my 12-year-old self who just loved playing sports and went to school because that was what you had to do to get to the next thing. If I had an opportunity to go to school, they were centered around my passion, which was sports, whether it be these different occupations I had no idea about till I was playing professionally and things of that nature and see what everybody does, I would have been more engaged in school. And I was a decent student. So I think that's the opportunity and things I wanted to provide for kids.
So can people get more information? Are you that set up? Where,
Yeah, you can go to my website, MukeCityAcademy.org. Of course, I'm on all the socials, Insta, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, LinkedIn. You can find us on all the little things, and we're going to be a little more engaged, more active on that. That's on me. I don't really post a whole lot, but I need to.
Music
Well, it takes
City,
a lot of time, too.
It really does.
Music City Academy.
And so the name came by, man, after a bunch of different things, and how do you tie in my experiences in the city, and then also how the city came about, the name Music City came about with the Fitzjubilee Singers. I think it was just a sign of respect and paying them homage for actually how the name came
That's
about.
awesome.
And then, of course, Music City Miracle. So it kind of tied in, trying to tie in a little bit of both. And, interestingly enough, I tried to tie in the colors to all the professional franchises. So you see the Titans blue, the Navy, the red, and, of course, the gold of our hockey and soccer teams. It's kind of a blend of the two.
I like it.
MusicCityAcademy.org for more information. Kevin Dyson, man, incredible project there. So go support, and we will. Anytime you need to come on and let people know what you got going on, do it, and just text us and hop on. What do you think the Titans should do at 4, Kevin Dyson?
At 4?
Yeah.
What I hope they do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you look at the moves that have happened up until this point, and you think about the gaps that have been closed. I think the emphasis maybe change. Do you go get a young ball carrier?
Jeremiah Love?
Yeah, that you can run with.
Who they say, like, we do stuff with Greg Cosell all the time. He said, man, you can line him up in the slot as a receiver.
Man.
Like, so that's not just a running back. Dan Campbell was talking about this with Jahmyr Gibbs yesterday. He said, we didn't draft a running back. We drafted a playmaker.
Yeah.
We drafted and Don loved this word, weapon.
A weapon. He a McCaffrey type guy, right?
Yeah.
He might not be the route runner McCaffrey or Marshall Faulk was, right? They were route runners.
But maybe he becomes that.
But he might be able to.
Yeah.
And he becomes a mismatch because what do? You spend a safety on him, a linebacker, so he becomes match. I love the guy, but, you got two guys that have done decently well here at Tennessee as well. And I think the depth at offensive line that they have addressed, but are they the guys for your future? Do you build another guy that can be there? That
you definitely need work there.
Yeah. So, but it's going to be interesting. I think the moves in the offseason have been great. I think they've addressed a lot of different things. I also can see them going to get that 10-plus guy off the edge too. So we'll see how it pans out. Yep.
Yeah, the head coach said yesterday, playmaker, when we use the term playmaker, that doesn't just mean offensive guy. Like an edge guy can be a playmaker.
Come on.
And y'all had it with Javon Curse.
Yeah, as soon as he walked in the building.
Walked in the building.
Yeah, and he started making plays, and he was a difference maker. I mean, he changed the complexity of that team and that defense just by his presence. And then we all kind of fed off of that. Then you add people like Blaine who's here. You add people like Eddie and Steve and some of that energy. It just blossomed to what it was that year, and we went to Super Bowl.
Kevin Dyson, the doctor,
like it.
he's here in the house at Titans House. Titans open house. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Dice will be here taking pictures and doing whatever until 5.
Signing autographs.
But we're going to show you this scale model thing.
Yeah, they don't want my autograph anymore. I get to hang out, eat for free.
I think autographs are kind of going away, right? Like people are taking pictures, right?
They pictures. Well, I signed a few helmets. I shouldn't say that. I signed a few helmets today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met a gentleman. Interestingly enough, he grew up Amish. And he moved away, and he got away.
Wow.
And he's here, and he became a Titans fan after the fact. So he literally didn't know who I was, which is he's a Titans fan, and y'all know I'm humble as it comes. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. Like, he had no idea who I was. Didn't even know what Music City Miracle was.
Did you pull it up on the phone?
Nah.
But
we got to teach him.
The cool thing about something like that is, like, you can almost just retell the story to that guy, and he's like, oh, my gosh, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost fun to tell stories that people don't know.
It really is.
Yeah.
I kind of got that with being in education.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of these kids had no idea who I was.
Right.
And then their parents would tell them, or like last year when I did the Super Bowl special and some kids were watching, they saw me. Of course, when I get to school on Monday, they were like, you played in the NFL? Like, you were on TV. I was like, oh, y'all didn't know? And so, of course, now they Google me and look me up and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of that
then they know.
sentiment. Then they know,
Dyson Hitman, signing autographs, taking pictures at Titans House. Titans open house here. They've got cheerleaders here taking pictures as well. They've got a full-scale model of the stadium. We're about to show Miracle Man over here, Dr. Kevin Dyson, out here in just a second. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport with you until 6 o'clock. We have tons of guests for you. I'll tell you about it when we come back. Also, the Titans have signed multiple players. If you want in, 615-737-1045, 3HL live from Titans House on 1045 The Zone.
catch it wrong on that dead Bermuda. God only knows where it's going. Oh, I love that.
Okay, there we go. All right, it was time to upgrade our windows and our doors in our home, and I chose Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Love the experience, love the people there, and you might be surprised to learn how affordable those replacement windows are from Pella. Affordable, best quality out there, voted #1 by Nashville homeowners as the leading window brand in Nashville, and they let me give you a new deal every month. Dawn deal for April, 55% off Pella's certified labor and 0% APR for 24 months, plus an additional 5% off materials. Give them a call, 615-249-1910. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You can schedule your free consultation. Check out the Dawn deal online at pellanashville.com.
Yep. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from the Titans Open House at Titans House. Over here in, Germantown?
Germantown it is. I love this place. It's so nice.
I'm going to go to a restaurant after this. Where should I go in Germantown? 312 Pizza. There's so many new things in Germantown. Maddie, you know anything in Germantown? She lives in
here.
Germantown. Give Maddie the microphone. She's never been on the show before.
I know nothing about Germantown anymore.
I know that, who was it that bought up a city block?
Michael Ruse.
Michael Ruse bought up a city block before Germantown was Germantown. Good job on his part.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, his house is on top, and then he's got, like, commercial space down below.
I think he sold all of it now.
Do you think he sold all of it?
I think so. Because his wife had their coffee shop there. I think it was their coffee shop.
Yeah. Maddie, are you with us?
Yes.
Look at you. 3HL rookie right there.
Debut.
Debut.
Taking Slay's place today.
So Maddie does.
Big shoes to fill, Maddie.
If we do anything on TikTok, like none of us know what to do on TikTok, so Maddie does it. So
she
like,
takes care of us.
I told her yesterday. I was. Was that yesterday? I was leaving.
Yeah.
I was leaving yesterday, and she was still down there working. And I was like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "I got to do work." And I was like, "Thank you so much for just telling us what we need to do." So we just show up on camera, act like fools, and then she puts it together and makes videos that, go viral.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Go follow the TikTok.
You live in Germantown?
Yeah.
Where should I go to dinner in Germantown?
Have you been to Streetcars New?
Streetcar. Nope.
They have a nice outdoor area.
Okay.
I love Taco Mamacita.
Taco Mamacita is good. They're all over the place. But yeah, that's a good one. 312 Pizza. Too much?
I've never been there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been to a lot of places here, but I haven't been there yet.
So Maddie is
Monday Night Brewing.
Maddie is from Idaho. And I don't think any of us have ever met anyone from Idaho.
I've met a bunch of people from Idaho, but
You
that's
have?
because I worked a game there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
I've heard that Boise is like the prettiest place in the world.
so pretty.
Northern Idaho, even prettier.
Okay.
Coeur d'Alene.
Okay.
Is that where
I'm
you're from?
Yeah. But Boise is beautiful, just a different kind of beautiful.
So what's a city in northern Idaho?
Coeur d'Alene's the only one that anyone would potentially know.
And I don't know it.
Potentially, no.
Sandpoint is probably the next one that people would know.
So I just saw a funny, it's hilarious that we're talking about this, because just yesterday I saw where some person asks ridiculous questions to people just to kind of show how dumb people are.
Uh-huh.
And the question was, what language do they speak in Idaho?
What language do you
And the
speak in
guy
Idaho?
was like, oh, God, that's a tough one. Is it Idahoan?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are y'all Idahoans?
Idahoans.
Idahoans.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate name.
That one doesn't get used a lot.
Yeah.
You're a Hoan? You're
It's,
just going to be a Hoan.
You
Idaho?
think she's never heard these jokes before? So how can people follow
Hoe
you
and
on social
potatoes?
media since you're on the air?
Me?
Yeah.
My personal?
Yeah.
She might
if you
not
want to.
She might not want to give that out.
You can say at 1045 The Zone if you want to.
You can follow 1045 The Zone on TikTok. You can follow my Instagram. I don't post like an influencer, but my last name is really German and really hard to spell.
I don't even know your last name.
Wiedenhoff.
Oh.
Oh. that's
W-I-E.
And you live in Germantown.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
Isn't that perfect? Yeah. Yeah. If someone can find me from here, then I'll be impressed. So.
I love it. Thanks for hopping on.
Thanks for having me.
all you do for the station. I think it's important to shine
Thanks,
the light
Maddie.
on some of the people that help us do what we do.
Right,
That
and
you
put up
might
with
not
us.
know. And put up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
You guys
yes,
put up with me too.
it's a lot easier for us.
You're
than
getting
you.
lots of suggestions.
Germantown Pub,
Maddie
Jack
needs to
Brown's,
write all this down so she can try some new ones.
Yeah.
Rolf and Daughters.
Rolf and Daughters, is
I've
that
heard
still
that one.
here?
That's like right there, I think.
Okay,
Rolf and
I've
Daughters.
heard of them.
Yeah.
Monell's. I've been to Monell's a million times. I'm from Nashville. Thank you, Vandy Man AD, too.
Idaho.
Yeah, interesting. All right, well, we'll see.
I think you should hit Streetcar Up. It's new.
Yeah, somebody
Streetcar.
said Streetcar has some righteous sliders.
And
Imbob.
good cornbread.
Righteous sliders.
Kind of a weird item, but
There you go.
They have some righteous sliders here at Titan's house.
Hattie
Hattie
B's.
B's. And Zeph has had
Too bad
3 of
Buck
them.
is not back in town yet. He would be very happy.
What do y'all think about free agent quarterback Hendon Hooker joining the Tennessee Titans?
I think it's weird.
Had this happened like 3 years ago, people would be going nuts right now.
So now you have.
He's the third quarterback, right? There's
Well, you've
no
already
way Will
signed
Levis,
Mitch Trubisky.
Right, Mitch Trubisky's the backup. Theoretically, what they'll say is whenever the Will Levis stuff happens, which will happen at some point, they'll say they're competing for the backup role. But you paid Mitch Trubisky, $10 million for 2 years to come in. He's going to be your backup. Hendon Hooker, can they put him on the practice squad? I guess they can, right? Or they wouldn't have brought him in. So I think those are your three. With the two on the active roster, one on the practice squad, and Will Levis somewhere else.
If I was Hendon Hooker, I would look elsewhere. This is a really crowded quarterback room. And you've got Cam Ward.
We just visited with him at Radio Row in San Francisco just a couple months ago, and it's
Love
interesting to
him.
now think that he's in Nashville. He's a
Do you
great
agree
dude.
with me, though, about looking elsewhere at opportunities? And maybe there weren't opportunities. I don't know, but I think I would have waited it out.
I'm like Zeph. Like, the first I saw of that was Slay putting it in our text strand.
I thought he was joking.
And
oh, you thought it was the April Fool's?
Yeah.
joke?
well, he did it in a weird way, too. He was like, Zeph, I guess you're jumping up and down. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Why? And
Well, because I just sent the combine numbers from yesterday, or not the combine, the pro day numbers from the Vols yesterday. 'Cause
Yeah.
we just saw Jamal McCoy, so I was sharing the
Yeah.
others. And he was like, well, I guess you're happy. And I was like, but the pro day numbers? I was like, I mean, I guess they're good. They're not that good. And he goes, no, you'll wait. And he sent a gif of Big Bird. And he
Yeah,
said,
he did.
soon, ... And I was like, okay, I got to go look.
yeah,
I saw
so Hendon Hooker, and great dude. And it was good to really kind of touch base with him. And we had, for those that don't know, we had Hendon Hooker and Joe Milton on at the same
Which
time.
is really cool.
So can people still go back and find that?
It's on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcast. I don't remember what I titled it, but it's on there
But it's
somewhere.
Hendon Hooker and Joe Milton. And even if you're not a Tennessee fan, that was a really interesting conversation.
It was very cool.
Because Hendon Hooker comes in as a transfer. He thinks he's got the job, and then here comes Joe Milton. And Hendon said he watched tape on Milton and saw the arm strength and was like, crap. What are we doing? And so then the assistant coaches told him, but he had already known for a week, he said, that Milton was coming. And then Milton said, Hendon Hooker gets a job, and Milton said, after Milton gets hurt against Pittsburgh, Hendon Hooker comes in, throws a deep touchdown pass, and Milton told us, he said, man, that one really hurt me. That one really stung. I was mad. And I thought that was a really honest conversation. So if you go back and find that, I think it's really interesting. But at that point, obviously, we weren't talking about him coming here. But when I first saw the news, to your question, Babs, I thought the same thing. Like, why sign here? Because, I mean,
would just
in your
think
mind,
that he would. In your mind, you
think you
want
can
a job.
compete for the second job, right?
Right.
Like, you can compete with Mitchell Trubisky. That's where you're coming from. Will Levis is not a thought at this point,
No.
despite what the head coach said yesterday.
No, but they just signed Trubisky.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why.
So why Hendon Hooker come here? Maybe because he knows with Cam Ward being going to be the starter here, with Mitchell Trubisky going to be the backup, he's going to get a lot of play over the summer and in preseason if he makes it through to the preseason. Because if Will Levis is not on this roster anymore, they're not going to play Cam Ward in the preseason, and if they do, it's going to be for not that many snaps. Someone's got to take those.
So you're
preseason
thinking-
snaps. So I'm thinking maybe he's like, okay, I'm going to go get an opportunity to put
Yeah, but
something on
he would
film.
get that anywhere.
I think that's an interesting point, though, on the Cam Ward thing. I haven't even thought about that yet. I think you have to play him some in the training camp, right?
Some,
because
yeah,
because
yeah.
of
Who,
the
Cam?
shoulder thing, yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, because some teams are going to that. I'm not playing the starter deal,
I
No,
hate
I don't
it.
think you can do that.
but
I
I
hate
think
it.
think he needs to take some hits.
Especially with a whole new offensive staff, you're putting in
Yeah.
another new system. Yeah, you've got it. But I think it's a good, and maybe part of it is, hey, I get to go back home.
Maybe.
I know Tennessee's not technically his home, but he was here for 2 years, and so he's got some connections here. So maybe another chance to just come back home, get some work in, put something on film for other teams. Easy peasy like that.
Coming up today, Rhett Bryan, executive producer of Titans Radio,
I'd have picked a
stepping in
different
on
spot.
Wednesdays, and he will join us live from Titans House. He had a podcast to do, and he's going to roll in here either 3:45 or 4 o'clock. So we'll talk Titans football with him. I already have a litany of questions already written down for Rhett Bryan, so
Yes.
we've got that worked out. Todd Furman, we'll talk sports betting with him at 4:20. The Final Four is set. Illinois, UConn, Arizona, Michigan. What does he see there? Plus, Todd is all into NASCAR, and he gave us 4 drivers last week for the race, and one of them won. So Todd's all over the NASCAR thing. So what does he think about this weekend coming up? Also, he always gives us some NHL picks. New Belmont basketball coach Evan Brad's visiting with the media today, fresh off his stint as a Duke assistant coach. So, yes, we will get into that UConn game.
Aw,
The shot.
poor guy.
Babs
He
can
was
ask
on the
him-
bench.
Babs can ask him about the shot. And
So it's
I
funny.
want I need what was said on the bench when it happened.
like all of the words
All
that came out.
from
Yeah.
everybody sitting on that bench.
Also,
That would be amazing.
John Shire's face. Have you seen the picture of his just
I'm
face?
not.
Oh, you guys.
Very memeable picture.
It is hilarious. The screenshot.
I don't know.
Bless
Dan
his
Hurley's
heart.
mom, her reaction was up there. That's for sure. But Evan Brad's at 5 o'clock. Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports. They have an A to Z mock NFL draft simulator that is fun. he just showed me the picture of Shire.
And that's such
Bless
an
his
unfortunate
heart.
face to like get screenshotted.
I can't even tell what's happening. Did his cat die in front of him? Did he win?
He looks
on Wheel of-
disturbed.
Did he win on Wheel of Fortune? Like, he's got kind of a half smile, like weird. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he was walking down Broadway and saw, party bus go by.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports mock NFL draft simulator. I went through a run-through today. It's kind of fun to do the little run-throughs on there. You can end up with some good players for the Titans.
It's really fun.
At least you think they are.
Mr. Babs did like 7 of them last night before bed.
I haven't done an official one yet.
He,
I've done multiple.
He
so.
texted us last night, and I immediately jumped on and did it and sent it to him. I was like, all right, first one's in.
What was your final grade?
I think I got a B.
I got a B+ on the last one I did, but I
Yeah,
don't remember who I picked.
Mr. Babs got a B+ on his
I got a B+.
straight draft, and then also his
Who you want.
trade draft.
Oh.
Where he traded.
Yeah, because a part of this draft simulator, you have trades being offered to you every
Yes.
round.
Yep.
So that's an interesting part. I just did it dry. So, without trades, I don't know.
I got Jeremiah Love and Colton Hood as my first 2 picks.
Colton Hood with the not-so-great 40 at the Tennessee Pro Day.
Colton Hood at 35.
At 35, which was kind of surprising that
He's a late
the mock
first-round
said he was
guy.
still there.
But, what did he run,
Well-
4.59 or something?
Yeah, but he ran at the combine. He
not
ran
good.
a 4.44.
Why is he
Oh.
running it again?
Or
He shouldn't have run it again then.
no.
I think he ran a 4.44. I'd have to look at it.
There's a big difference there. Something
Yeah.
bad happened.
Only
there.
only way I'm running a 40 is if I'm like on a moving sidewalk at the airport.
What would you run?
On the moving sidewalk,
In
probably
general.
like a 5.
Like the ones at the airport?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can get going on those things.
At
Yeah,
the,
but then at the end, it catches up to you.
Oh yeah, you just got to tumble.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
tumble.
at the
Yeah,
combine, he ran a 4.44.
See, why did he run it again? Did he think he could better that? Because
It's weird.
that ain't even close to getting
Well,
better.
while y'all figure that out, we need to take a break. Rhett Bryant
Sorry.
coming up live from the Titans house, Titans open house. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Come by and see us. If you sign up for a PCL, you get a new jersey. That is one of the things going on here. They've got food and drink and all kinds of things. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. USSTN.com, United Structural Systems, is not just another repair company. They are your local foundation and waterproofing experts. They live here, they work here, they understand exactly how Tennessee's soil, weather, and homes behave, serving homeowners across Tennessee for over 30 years. More than 30,000 local homeowners have trusted USS. That experience means that they've seen every type of problem that your homes face. Every crack or leak tells a story, and USS knows what those signs mean. They pinpoint problems at the source: foundation settlement, basement water intrusion, crawl space, moisture issues, and more. No guesswork, just expert diagnosis from people who know Tennessee homes. Their repair solutions are engineered to stand up to our local conditions here in Tennessee. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, transferable lifetime warranties, local service, long-time and long-term protection. You're not just getting repairs, you're getting a peace of mind. Book your free home inspection at USSTN.com. United Structural Systems, we are problem solvers, we are experienced, we are local, we are USS. Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Shout outs presented by your mom and him. Shout out to Sammy doing traffic. How about that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sammy the girl?
Sammy the girl.
Do we work with? Is there another Sammy in the building?
Sammy the girl is doing traffic. Yes, it's not Ken Weaver today. What do you have in
Ken
my
Weaver's
face?
on vacation.
They have salad on a stick. Like, how cool is this? What a great idea. It's like little chunks of lettuce, a cheese cube, olive,
You lost me at olive.
deviled egg, piece of bacon, tomato.
Yeah, but
What?
a yellow tomato. So you lost me at olive and yellow tomatoes. There she goes.
And then it has dressing all over it.
I don't
that
think
ranch
that's
dressing?
I don't think that's an olive. I think that's a green tomato.
You're right. It's a green tomato.
An olive in a salad is kind of odd.
No.
Okay, for people that don't
Did
like
you
olives.
did you just go to the
I'm
team
going to do
store?
this at one. Oh, yeah. I bought myself a hat.
Did you get the pink one?
Yeah, me
Yeah.
and Kirby with an eye are going to be matching.
Yeah. We can hang out at the pool. We're broadcasting live from the Titans Open House from Titans House. Experience the future of game day at the new Titans Stadium Experience Center. You get an exclusive look here at the Titans House, and you can eat salad on a stick.
And a hummus cup.
And a hummus cup.
Don,
And
did you get your bracelet?
what's
No,
amazing?
I want one.
It was right outside.
Yeah, or at the front door.
Or at the front door downstairs, yeah.
Oh, I passed it.
What's interesting is you have the hummus, you have the salad on a stick, you have the cookie. Is that Christy cookie?
Christy cookies, yeah.
Natural
It's nothing
staple.
better. Yeah.
You're missing out on Hattie B's
I
sliders
know.
over there.
I feel like I have to wait till I have a longer break.
Okay.
They were really good.
We appreciate Kevin Dyson for jumping on. And it's amazing that he ran into a Titans fan that had no idea about the Music City Miracle.
It seems like he thought it was pretty cool.
He did think it was
You
cool.
know who also didn't know about the Music City Miracle? Or that Kevin Dyson was in the Music City Miracle?
Who?
Miss Idaho over there.
Oh, Maddie. Wiedenhoff.
Maddie.
Sorry, Maddie, I called you out.
We're just going to call her Wiedenhoff now, I think. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, you didn't know Kevin Dyson was in the Music City Miracle.
She says it's okay. Rich is here from promotions. There's Dice with the bucket hat talking to Kirby Allen Kirby.
They do have a bucket hat with the new logo in the pop-up store.
Yeah, it's more of the flattened out bucket hat, like the Bill Murray and Caddyshack bucket hat.
I'll send a Venmo.
Ross, you want one?
Ross, you're a bucket hat
Oh,
kinda
Ross
guy?
can do it. Ross looks like a baseball player, so
Ross.
he's got tremendous lettuce, so he can definitely pull off a bucket hat.
Ross, text me and I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
I'll let you know how much it is.
Yeah, Ross, it's $175.
Ross, for some reason it was $200. Just go ahead and Venmo.
Joseph, can I finance that to you? Thanks.
Hey, y'all, there was a goalie fight last night. This happens ever so often in the NHL, but it was like on one of the top 10 plays. But like,
It was a top 10 play.
yeah, goalie like on the other side. It was New Jersey and New York. It was Rangers and Islanders, and no, it was Devils and Rangers, and dude comes all the way on the other side of the ice, throws off his gloves and everything. So like at that point, if you're the other goalie, can you be like, "No, man, I don't want to fight today."
Make him go all the way across the ice.
Yeah,
there.
and he's like throwing gloves off and all this stuff, and then like you're the guy, and you're like, "Man, no, I'm good, dude. I'm a lover, not a fighter."
Well, what did the other goalie do? You're on opposite sides of the ice.
I have no
dude.
idea how this
like
happens.
there's got to be some personal shiana going on there then.
Something happened in the locker room or
Yeah.
like in the bowels of the arena.
Was it a
or-
close game?
I don't even know. I have no idea what the game situation was.
Because for a goalie to leave,
How can you eat a salad on a stick while talking into a microphone?
Not very well.
Like you didn't even think about it, did you?
No.
You just did it.
so for
No, I don't know how this happens,
I was
but
gonna
it
say-
did. And they both fought. Like, so the Rangers guy initially was like, he still had his stuff on. He's looking at this dude. I'm like, I don't know if he's going to fight him.
So
But
they-
then he did. Because
so-
I think you have pressure to fight, right?
yeah. Oh, in
Yeah.
hockey for
Yeah,
sure.
oh, yeah.
So when they fight, they got to send him to the penalty box. So is the backup goalie sitting on the bench like, what are you doing?
It might have been the end of the game. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
even warm,
I don't
dude.
even want to go in. We got like 2 minutes left.
They were just bored. Let's spice this thing up. Hey, you want to get on
A little goalie fight here.
little Sports Center highlights?
Do you
Let's
think they
go.
were texting each other? Like,
Oh,
can they
all
keep
before the game?
Can they put their phone on top of the net? You know where they put
where
the water, bottle?
bottle?
Yeah. And so like during breaks, they can like text, "Hey man, I'm coming down on the next stoppage. Like, get ready. Here we go."
Hey, you want to do something cool right here? Let's make television.
Oh man, I love it. Tomorrow we broadcast live from Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs on Carruthers next to Sonic. Roll by if you can. Food is incredible. So are the margaritas. There is a rumor out there
Oh, yeah?
that despite the addition of edge rusher Jalen Phillips, the Panthers want to move up to get an edge rusher. Now, the Panthers are too far back, I think, to deal with the Titans, but we'll see. Panthers want to move up from 19 to get an edge rusher, and they may be – ooh, I got Messidor in the second round on the A to Z Sports Draft Tracker. Jeremiah Love, pick 4, and then Messidor at 35. But anyway, word around the campfire is they want to move up to get him, so like 4 or 5 spots. But the Panthers just had 30 sacks last year. And, you know, they got better. They made the playoffs. Despite the fact that Todd Furman told us they were the worst power-rated playoff team in the history of the playoffs.
They almost won that
And
game,
they
too.
almost won. They did. They almost won.
I really like Bryce Young. I know he started off on a very rocky start, but
He's just small, man.
he gives a lot of fight, though, in those games.
I mean, you have to, right? But, like, we saw him at SEC Media Days, and we were initially like, remember this? We're like, dude, he's not just small. Like, his frame is small. Like, his shoulders are small. He looks like a cornerback. Hitman. Yeah, no. Blaine Bishop, Bryce Young, way smaller than you in terms of frame.
He's magical.
You walk by, you end up
No,
on
I'm
the
up
air.
here talking to the air, right?
Yeah.
He's magical. Like, I mean, reason why? It's like Doug Flutie in my era.
Yeah.
You know, I caught the end of that. But, like, these small quarterbacks, you go, man, how the heck is he getting it done in an NFL game? It is
And taking
unbelievable.
those
Because he
hits.
can't see.
Yeah, they can't see. They got to be mobile. They have to be in shotgun a lot. I mean, like, they can't even see over the line. So I don't know. They're just throwing to spots blindly. I don't know how they do it.
as a
And that's why I
safety.
say they're magical. And, like, that's impossible. It's improbable, like, that they can do it and then do it over on a consistent basis over and over again. It's like me playing quarterback. I couldn't see.
Well, Mike Vick had a slight frame.
Yeah, well, he was on a whole other spectrum of athletic speed.
You've said maybe the best athlete you've had to deal with.
I caught him in his prime there with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, Randy Moss, and Deion Sanders, probably the fastest guys I've ever seen.
You got Vic once, and he got you once, right?
Yeah. I got him on a sack, and I was really pissed I didn't get him on a caused fumble. And then I got it had never happened to me, but I got so close that I could almost touch the ball, and then he pulled away from me. That had never happened in my career. I said, uh-oh, maybe that time.
Oh,
Like,
well,
when I get that close, and I usually close because
Yeah,
there's a burst you have at that last little bit that you're going to get them, and I couldn't get them.
Well, and I know-
found myself watching them run.
yeah.
Was it
And
end of your career? Or?
Yes, my last year with the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yes, it was.
But then again,
Okay.
Vic is
it was.
special.
But so,
yeah.
like, in the moment, like, I know you're an internal guy, and you're like, I control what I can control. That's all you can do. But some of that has to be like, that dude's just special.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He was a special runner. Yeah, he was dynamic. I actually, watching him afterwards, I thought he was better in Philly because he was more of a quarterback.
Yeah.
He started going through his progression reads after all that trouble.
he
and
had
everything.
to.
He wasn't like that when he was with the Falcons.
Yeah.
He was one read, I'm a run. That was it.
Hitman here at Titans Open House. You like the new logo? You like all the stuff, man?
Oh, I like all the stuff, man. You like my new gear right
I
here?
like that. Yeah, I'm a 3/4 zip guy.
Yeah,
I like it.
I was back there, talking to him. It was like Caroline was telling me when they're going to come out. I got my old backpack over here, and I was like, hey, I got to put another logo on there. Are they coming out with a new backpack?
See, we're all angling
Oh,
for the
that's
new.
pretty cool.
Right, because this one.
He's got the old oil
Someone
derrick.
said this to me, like, oh, yeah, they have both of them on
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
you do have both logos.
And so I was like, oh, man, they're going to come out with it. And she said, yeah, they're in the process of doing
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I love how-
Because
That's
Amy
gonna be
sent that to all
sweet.
of the former players, the Lululemon backpack.
Oh, look at Amy.
I only knew that because my wife told me.
See, former player is one thing. Dawn and I cannot compete with that. But it is funny that we're all angling for, like, new logo stuff. Like, hey,
Yeah.
y'all, we're sitting over here. Come
Yeah.
on, let's go.
Yeah, I only have 2 pieces yet. They haven't, got around to sending to all the players everything.
What up, Richard?
Yeah, I think
He
they're
knows-
waiting to make it
he-
official.
Richard played football at Hunter's Lane and knows a
Oh,
bunch of my
what?
Hillsboro people.
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy.
So I just spent more in the team shop than I will make here today. So there's that.
Oh no, I'm about to buy me some stuff too.
Yeah.
I saw, but I know he got his stuff on.
He bought it.
But
Yeah.
I know.
What's Don? Where you going, Babs?
Oh, I got Mr. Babs a hat, one of the draft hats, and then I got
Oh.
myself a little girly hat
Ooh, with
with
the
some
pink.
pink. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I see ya.
All right, Hitman.
All right, you
He's
guys
here
take care.
taking
3HL.
pics, signing autographs, and signing babies and all those things.
See ya.
I don't know if he can sign a baby, but if he can, he will.
I think he has before.
He probably has.
Yeah.
I know
heard
he's.
this story once.
I've heard a story where he signed something really weird.
They got chest area.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Listen to stuff.
I heard that story too.
That was a pretty good imitation. All right, more 3HL coming up. Rhett Bryan will join the show, and we'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? Vita Nova, the staff you've grown to love. Yes, they're online and ready for you. Vita Nova stem cell professionals are here, right here in Middle Tennessee. Dr. Miller and his staff, over 30 years of experience, and are the leaders in stem cells and regenerative medicine, located right here in Franklin. A lot of people wondering, can I have to live with this pain? I don't want to do surgery. Well, this is what you do. This is when you dial in and go to Vita Nova. It's simple, people. You want that pain to be gone. You don't want to get up under the knife. You don't want to have an anesthesia, be put to sleep, none of that. Well, that's where they come in. Avoid or delay the surgery when possible. Reduce the dependence on pain medications. Improve mobility and daily function. Call them for a free consultation, 615-801-8005. That's 615-8001. That's a lie. 615-801-8005. Visit VitaNovaTN.com and get your free consultation today.
Good afternoon. It is 4:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the not from the 104.5 The Zone Studios, from Titans House, actually. In Titans news today, they signed a Flurry offensive players, former Tennessee Vols star quarterback Hendon Hooker, former Jets and Cardinals running back Michael Carter, former Vikings, Patriots, and Commanders wide receiver KJ Osborne, and former Steelers wide receiver Lance McCutcheon. In college basketball news, the Tennessee Volunteers have got their first commitment out of the transfer portal, getting a commitment from Belmont grad transfer Tyler Lundblade, who averaged just under 16 points and shot over 40% from three last season. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It is a Wednesday, which means if Slay Dog were here, he would say something a lot better than this. Hump day. You can watch the live YouTube, Facebook, Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Hey, what's up? Red be like that. Let's go. Happy Wednesday. I am not going to attend Pump Day.
News coming down just before Zeph's update that Tyler Lundblade, sharpshooter from Belmont, made more threes than anyone in Belmont history, is transferring to Tennessee. He's committed to Tennessee. Portal opens next weekend. There's a video out there from him at practice at Belmont, and Casey Alexander told stories about this to us before we saw it, but there's a video where he hit 174 out of 179 three-pointers.
I would hope he's a sharpshooter with a name like Lundblade.
Lundblade, yeah. You either have to
Doesn't it
star in
remind
the
you
movie
of Office Space?
Office Space 2, or be a sharpshooting three.
Exactly.
There he is. He's Rhett Bryan, y'all, and he is here at Titans House. Titans Open House, great facility. This is where you can come see what the stadium looks like in a number of different ways, and they do a great job of presenting you with the information. And if you do purchase PSLs, you'll get a jersey here today. So we'll be here until 6 o'clock. Pretty cool setup, Rhett.
It is awesome.
You've got the new logo hat on right now?
Yeah. I had not been to Titans House until today, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
It is really hands-on, one-stop shop, get you done, and you can really see what the vision's going to be, and this is well done.
I want to have a party here.
Yeah, it'd be great for that, wouldn't
Yes.
it? It'd be a great event space.
Yes. I
You
mean,
could
we're
have a wedding
partying
here.
now, but
Oh, wait, you're already married.
yeah, I've done that twice. We can't have another.
I was going to say the third one's
Two-
going to be
Third
here.
time is
Two
not
and
the
done,
charm.
that's
Yes,
right.
Okay.
Two and done.
All right.
Rep B, let's start with this. Flurry of players signed today. Lance McCutcheon, a wide receiver. That's a competitive piece for training camp. Titans are signing former Cardinals running back Michael Carter, who has been a rotational guy for the Cardinals, does have a relationship with the head coach Robert Saleh. Titans signed former Commanders wide receiver KJ Osborne. Bounced around for practice squads last year, but his first 3 years in the league, he was actually a pretty good consistent piece in a wide receiver
In Minnesota,
role
yeah.
in Minnesota. And then free agent quarterback Hendon Hooker signing with the Titans. So now 4 quarterbacks on the roster. They will go to camp with 3. So, despite what the head coach said yesterday, Will Levis will be moved on from this roster, and then we'll see. You bring in Mitchell Trubisky to be the backup. You pay him, $10 million for 2 years.
Yeah.
It'll be positioned that Hendon Hooker and Trubisky will be battling for that backup role. But are you intrigued by that move? I was kind of surprised that he came here, just from his perspective.
I am, and I like the move. I know Vols fans love the move.
Yeah.
But I really like the move. And here's the other thing. You need arms because you're getting ready to think about this. You're going to start OTAs early because there's been a coaching change. So you're going to start earlier in that frame in phase 1 and all that. And so you're going to need arms to get through all this stuff. And then obviously there'll be competition and whatnot there. But, with 4 arms in there, and I thought it with 3, that Will Levis, I think if they move on from him, it's going to be 3 weeks from now. It's 3 weeks from tomorrow night's the draft. I think it'll probably be in that weekend somewhere.
What do you think you could get for him? We were talking about this. I mean, Malik got a 7th round pick for him, right?
Malik Willis, yeah.
Malik Willis.
Yep.
Could you get a 6 for Will Levis? you think?
Maybe. I'm thinking 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's certainly a day 3 pick in this. And it may even be send a pick with Will Levis and get a pick back. It may be one of those send a late, get a late kind of deal. So we'll see what happens. But, it's starting to look more and more like that is something they will move on from, in my opinion. So
I was surprised Hendon. I was surprised and maybe he didn't have a lot of options, but I was surprised that he chose Tennessee.
Yeah. 28 years old,
knowing
going into
what the quarterback room looks like.
Yep, going into year 4, played in 3 games last year, 6 of 9, 62 yards, 5 carries, 2 yards, 3rd-round pick in 2023.
And you think about it, he's 28, but, I mean, he was one of those that was a 25-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and never got to play anything. It was a complete redshirt year plus for him at Detroit when he was taken.
Yeah.
Rhett Bryan with us, executive producer for Titans Radio.
Look at this big old book in front of him.
He's got a draft book.
Oh,
that
it's
is
beautiful.
definitely true.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm sorry to the people who love trees. I've murdered a few of them. And
What's the inch on this? 5, 7?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The binders for college.
The binder, yeah. It's one of those. It's the biggest one you can buy.
Well, you've learned from the best, and you and Coach Mack always put together the vertical and the horizontal and all those draft picks, and we appreciate you hopping on. Can you feel good about grabbing a starting right guard, not in round 1, Rhett, but can you grab a starting caliber rookie right guard a little bit later?
Yeah, you can. And I'll tell you one that I really like that, oddly enough, Daniel Jeremiah's latest top 50 drop today. And at number 47, previously unranked, is Keelan Rutledge.
Okay.
The guard from Georgia Tech, who was an MTSU Blue Raider and then moved on and played his last 2 years at Georgia Tech. This guy that is 6'4", 316, arms 33 1/4, 10-inch hands, wing 81 3/8, 505 in the 40, 181 in the first 10, 32.5-inch vertical. So he's got some stuff there, but he is as tough as a $2 steak. 1 sack allowed, 12 pressures allowed, 857 pass block reps in a 2-year sample. Strong build, tough, good knockback. Lunges a little bit, but, again, there's always these guys need some kind of refinement and coaching. He was a state champ shot putter in track in high school. But the thing that tells me how tough he is he's the 2025 Brian Piccolo Award winner, which, Brian Piccolo, the late great running back of the Chicago Bears, Brian song that played at Wake Forest, that award is after him. He split the award this year with another fellow who's from Boston College who's been battling cancer. Well, Keelan Rutledge had a near tragic car wreck at the end of 2023, and he had to have part of his foot surgically reattached.
Oh, wow.
8 months later, he's in and rolling and has 24 straight starts as a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. I really like that guy. And he's been used now. When he was his last year at MTSU, as much as they moved the ball, 74 snap per game average as a Blue Raider.
Right. So my idea there behind that question is Cordell Volson was brought in.
Yeah.
I think more of a competitive piece. So I think they probably will add, at least relatively high in the draft, some kind of interior offensive lineman. And you mentioned Georgia Tech. That's an interesting system given the quarterback there with Haynes King,
yes,
who is rolling around that pocket. And not that Cam Ward is that type of athlete, but he does move around the pocket in a similar fashion. So
but
that's an interesting
his
point.
skill set lends to potentially what a Brian Dable offensive line may try to look like, right? But yeah, he's one, and I like Emmanuel Pregnon that was at Southern Cal and then played at Oregon. There is a guy that is in the offensive tackles that is, there's going to be some of these guys that will move inside that played tackle in college.
There are a lot of those guys this year. We hear about it every year, but it seems like there are a lot of those guys this year.
So there's one that I really like, and it's J.C. Davis from Illinois.
Okay.
Transfer from New Mexico, 5th-year senior, 6'4", 322. Arms are long, 34 1/4, hands 10 1/8, wing over 83 inches. 2-year starter left tackle at New Mexico, 2 at Illinois. 1,600 snaps in his last couple of years. Has a projection of a guard going forward just because of kind of how he operates. But he's 21 years old. He's a nasty run blocker. That is what you're looking for.
Well, and that was a good offense at Illinois.
It was. I mean, they played bully ball on the lines of scrimmage up there for the Fighting Illini.
Do you see any centers, maybe, like mid-round kind of guys?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Schloman isn't the center. But you definitely need a rotational guy inside. They've got a second-year guy that I think they like in Jackson Slater. But I'm just curious if there might be more of an inside center-driven type of guy that they might look at.
So let's give you one. Let's give you one named Logan Jones from Iowa.
Okay.
Unanimous All-American. Now, shorter arms.
Yeah.
6'3", 299, a little on the undersized side, but ran a 4.90 in the 40, fastest among offensive line. 2,800 snaps in his college career, and every single one of them at the center position. And, Kurt Ferentz, he has those guys pretty much ready-made. Jake Slaughter from Florida is one that
I like him.
You need to think about and talk about.
He might be between second and third round.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to take him at second round, but he might not be there at third round.
Let me give you one that is late day 2, probably day 3 is Jagger Burton from Kentucky.
Okay.
Kentucky Wildcats.
Okay.
6'4", 312, 4.94 in the 40. 28-inch vertical leap, 9'3 broad, wing at just about 81 inches. 47 straight starts, over 2,600 snaps, 79.5 pass grade, block grade in 2025. 12 pressures, allowed 0 sacks on 457 pass block snaps. But here's the thing, he's versatile. 15 game starts for the Wildcats at center, 23 at left guard, 9 at right guard.
I love that.
That's the kind of thing you're looking for.
I love that.
How late are you looking at him?
Jagger Burton, I'm thinking he's probably a 4th-round guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which, by the way, they start day 3 with pick 101. So,
yeah.
I mean, there you go. But, yeah, and, I mean, this thing's littered with some good value in the middle rounds, the belly of the draft. Again, this whole draft is high floor and a lower ceiling. Like there's not so many blue chip prospects throughout this thing, but you can find good quality starters in this stuff.
Rhett Bryan with us from Titans Radio.
What do you want him to do it for, or will you say?
Oh, I'll say, I want Jeremiah Love.
You do.
I do too. That's where I'm headed right now. Well, let me ask you about him in this way. Dan Campbell, Rhett, said they didn't and don't view Jahmyr Gibbs simply as a running back. He said he's a weapon. Babs loves that. More than a running back, but simply a weapon. That's what Jeremiah Love is, right? Like, because we talked to Greg Cosell, and he said, this is the kind of guy you can line up in the slot as a receiver. Like, you can do so many things from a game plan perspective that'll put pressure on the defense.
Greg is right, because if you ask the members of that coaching staff at Notre Dame, there are some that believed he could have been a receiver if he wasn't so doggone good at running back. Like, he's got that good of hands. So, and I go back to what Robert Saleh has said this week at the owners' meetings about taking an explosive player. And he said, now he played poker. He's like,
playmaker.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah, edge rusher can be a playmaker too. Yeah.
So, but this guy is that. I mean, he's a 3-down back, and he is a weapon. And he's not Chris Johnson speed at 4.24, but he has a long track home run ability. I mean, he's got multiple 90-yard touchdown runs. Listen, think about this. He's the first team All-American at running back at Notre Dame in 40 years.
Wow.
He broke the touchdown scoring record in a single season in 2025 at Notre Dame. I mean, there's been some dudes have come through there now.
Well,
when
you're going 40,
Jerome Bettis played at Notre Dame. You know?
Ricky Waters, like you go back into 40 years. That's 1985, and that goes through the 90s run that they had with Tony Brooks and Ricky Waters and Jerome Bettis.
And the other part that I love about Jeremiah Love is that he's an introvert. He is. I mean, I think I shared the story last week. His parents kind of figured out, it's like, he's a different cat, you know? And they went and talked to some doctors. They went short of just having him tested. They did not want him to have a label. They wanted him to be the best Jeremiah Love he could be, and so they leaned into sports as the vehicle for him. So you're not going to have to think about, like, Cam Ward, they can't kick out of the building. He wants to stay in there and study film and do all.
Same guy.
It's the same guy.
Same guy. You know, there is on the way out there, just so people can search this out if they want to. And I mentioned it yesterday. There is a reel on Instagram, or I think it's Instagram, probably TikTok too, but where he's kind of going through some of those big runs at Notre Dame, and it's fascinating to hear him talk about what he was thinking during these runs and what he could have done better, he thought, or what he did really well, he thought. So that's out there if you want to find it. Rhett Bryan, Titans Radio, at Rhett B, Tennessee. Thanks for coming out, man.
I'm
Appreciate
glad
you
to
being
do
here.
it. And the only thing I would say that is a potential knock on him, stop the hurdling. Let's leave both feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't do that at the NFL
that
level.
was one of the runs he
I'll
was
take
talking
that,
about.
You know, I'd love to see it, but let's just temper that down just a notch. But yeah,
we need you to stay healthy.
And I ordered a copy of his comic book, Jeremonstar.
You did?
It's on the way. I got the tracking number today. He has a comic book.
I love
that features him because he loves anime. And
Yes.
I'm like, you know what?
He said that's what
I'll
he does.
buy a copy.
basically.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Look at that. See,
I love it.
if NIL didn't exist, then we never would have probably seen
There it
that.
is.
He'll be the star of his own comic book, maybe in a Titans uniform.
That would be beautiful.
Rhett Bryan at Rhett B, Tennessee. We are live at the Titans House, the Titans Open House at Titans House. You can enjoy food, drinks, special guests, and more. Purchase a PSL at the event and receive a new jersey as a gift. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. Todd Furman coming up. We'll talk about the Final Four from a sports betting perspective next. 3HL.
A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Maybe you need a little relaxation as we start to head into spring and summer. It's been a crazy winter. And maybe you're looking for a massage or a facial or a pedicure or anything, because A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa can do every single bit of it. Choose your budget. Spend a little, spend a lot. They have at least 10 different services all under the same roof at A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. And I'm talking massages, manicures, pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, skincare, facials, hair salon, makeup, and they even have unique gifts in their store out front. That place smells amazing, too. You instantly relax when you step in there. Gift cards available 24/7 if you want to gift somebody the gift of relaxation. You can get it on their website, amomentspeace.com, or call 615-224-0770 if you have any questions or special requests. And you can always just stop by for personal service in Cool Springs across Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall, right at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. That is A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport with you. Slay Dog will be back with us on Monday. And we're talking a lot of Titans, NFL, college basketball, typically what we do here. As we broadcast live from the Titans house, they have the Titans open house going on at the Titans house today. The Zone has been here all day long. All shows have broadcast live here. We will be done at 6 o'clock. You can enjoy food, drinks, special guests, and more. Purchase a PSL at the event. Receive a new jersey as a gift. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. They have all kinds of ways that you can experience the new stadium and what it'll be, whether it's like a big A model right in front of you with tremendous detail, or videos and kind of things like that. You can get that done here. They get the keys in February. I mean, that's coming up.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Todd Furman joins us now live from Las Vegas. Todd, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing well. Hopefully you guys are as well. What's a PSL go for in the new building there for the Titan Stadium?
I talked to a guy today that said that he just bought in the 300 level, and it was like $3,000 for 2 PSLs and then $1,000 each for tickets, and he was glad to do it.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, they bring in elite entertainment acts, and you have access to a variety of marquee events. I know that it doesn't include Super Bowls and that sort of thing, Final Fours, et cetera, at least the way Allegiant Stadium did it when the Raiders debuted out here, but still plenty of concerts and other sporting events that you wouldn't really think about, and being able to pay the actual face value of a ticket is a luxury in this day and age, that's for sure.
That is true. Todd Father is what we call him. Todd Furman. Let's start with NASCAR. One of the drivers you picked to win the Cookout 400 did. Thanks for Chase Elliott. That was great.
Chase has performed extremely well in Martinsville in the past. I don't think he was the best car Sunday afternoon by any stretch of the imagination. A little bit of strategy, a properly timed caution flag, and a guy who went off right around 7.5, 8 to 1, able to drive into victory lane. Denny Hamlin's car not quite the same after his final pit stop, and Joey Logano right there as well. So a fun track that was a little bit underwhelming given the relatively cold conditions. You didn't have much in the way of tire fall off. And, of course, the NASCAR boys, at least at the top level, will get a week off for the Easter holiday this weekend before they resume in your guys' backyard at Bristol a week from Sunday.
It's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby. I've been to the night race and the day race at Bristol. It is phenomenal. The venue is unlike anything that you will have ever experienced in your life if you go there for the first time. It is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, week off. What do these guys do during the week off? Do they go test their cars? What do they do? They go on do they find a sand beach?
Yeah, it all depends on the driver. With the 1 week break coming a little bit earlier in the season, I'm not sure all of them are going to take vacations or anything along those lines, but so many of these guys are racers at heart. So even if they're not out there competing in the Cup Series, they're doing something else, whether it's racing modifieds, whether it's being somewhere on a dirt track, and I'm sure this gives a lot of the race teams an opportunity to look over what's gone right for them so far early in the season and kind of retool a little bit more. Meanwhile, on the F1 side, I mean, they have a full month break with 2 races being canceled in the Middle East. So that sport could look significantly different when they resume in May compared to the NASCAR boys that just get a bye week a little bit earlier than expected now that NASCAR has gone back to the traditional week off Easter weekend, that they're not racing on the dirt at Bristol like they've done so many years before.
Final Four coming up this weekend. Let's start with this. You gave us Tennessee as a live underdog against Iowa State. Good pick there. And then when we asked you about Michigan, you said, well, can Slay get on the court in his prime? Because Tennessee's going to need him.
I mean, they might you were correct.
They might have needed Slay's length, both on the offensive and defensive side. But credit to the Vols team, who appears their ceiling is getting to the Elite Eight under Rick Barnes. So we've seen them be able to get there, and it's nothing to be disappointed about by any stretch. Just ran into a better team in Michigan who can beat you a variety of different ways, whether it's pounding on the inside with Yaxel Lendenborg or knocking down shots from the perimeter. And it sets up a heavyweight matchup in the nightcap on Saturday between Michigan and Arizona, who rank, arguably the highest profile matchup that we've had in the Final Four or championship game during the analytics era. So basketball purists should be extremely excited, trying to figure out how this chess match will unfold. Dusty May has been to the Final Four. Granted, it was with FAU, not with the Michigan Wolverines, while Tommy Lloyd continues to not quiet down some of the rumors and buzz about him potentially being the next head coach at North Carolina. Makes for an interesting side story. But earlier today, you saw a story that broke with Michigan's point guard dealing with a little bit of a allergic reaction. I don't think Cadeau misses the game, but Michigan is down their backup point guard as well. So it's a situation worth monitoring. We haven't seen much in the way of line movement. Michigan kind of painted a 1.5 point favorite, total of 157.5. I would lean ever so slightly towards Michigan in this spot. I think the Wolverines maybe a little bit more battle tested in the Big Ten, and it's not a slight at the Big 12. But I like that Michigan's best game is better than Arizona when it comes to a ceiling. So much of what the Wildcats do is get it inside, and they're able to get to the foul line. So officiating could play a big role. We'll see if they let these boys bang down low in one of the more difficult shooting backdrops that we've seen at Lucas Oil Stadium in the past.
So interesting breakdown there. Let me go at it from this angle. The NFL reseeds in the playoffs. Are you a reseed guy? Like, should we have reseeded this?
I'm not a reseed guy. I mean, you could have made the case coming into the Big Dance that maybe Arizona should have been the overall number 1 seed ahead of Duke, and that would have changed the dynamic a little bit for what we were going to have here. But I think part of the magic and the allure of the NCAA tournament is the bracket format, that you get some matchups that you can't always forecast ahead of time. And look, you have to beat the best if you're going to be the best, and sometimes it comes in the Elite Eight, sometimes it comes a little bit deeper in the tournament. And if you're trying to go through a nitpick, maybe the team that had the biggest gripe would be St. John's, who was a little bit underseeded.
Yeah.
And here we are now. I mean, UConn in improbable fashion erasing a 19-point deficit against Duke, where Duke, or I should say UConn was as much as an 18-1 underdog on the money line if you look to try and bet them live in play. So Danny Hurley's teams, they don't back down from anyone, and we're going to get a good old appetizer, so to speak, between Illinois and UConn in the early game. I don't, however, think it's just the winner of Michigan and Arizona that we pencil in as the national champion, though.
So what would the best title game be from a close point spread perspective?
You're looking at Michigan or Arizona laying a 4.5, 5 against Illinois, and maybe a half tick higher against UConn, because if UConn does pull off an upset against Illinois, you're upgrading their power rating a touch, and so much will hinge on Michigan and Arizona. If one of those teams goes out there and does win by double digits and look convincing in doing so, then you would have to upgrade that power rating. So you're more than about 2 possessions, 2.5 possessions, regardless of matchup, unless Michigan and Arizona, come down to a 1-possession game. Illinois beats UConn hypothetically by 15 or 20, then maybe the number comes out a bit shorter, given the high level of familiarity between Illinois and Michigan, who already met earlier this season in Big Ten play.
Yeah, so I'm looking at FanDuel right now. Arizona at plus 180 to win the national title. Michigan plus 150. And then, to your point, Connecticut at plus 650, Illinois plus 450. So we're looking at a 4.5 to 5 point spread probably in the national title game.
Right in that ballpark, unless something extremely unorthodox or that is outside of our scope of comprehension were to transpire on Saturday in one of these tandem games.
So what do you think about that Illinois-UConn game in a little more detail? I don't know that much about Illinois. I've watched them in the tournament. I know that they have like 17 players from Europe. And then UConn, obviously, with the shot. And before you get into that game, where did you consume that shot?
I mean, you want my honest assessment, guys? I had turned the game off and didn't flip over until there was about 2 minutes to go. I was fully entrenched watching the NASCAR race at Martinsville and how that was winding down in its final laps. And so I'm glad I was able to kind of see it. I was just sitting out in the backyard with an adult beverage in hand. So wasn't in a sports book, wasn't in a watering hole or anything else along those lines. But kind of stared at it in stunned amazement that Duke collapsed not once but twice in back-to-back NCAA tournaments. We saw what they did a year ago against Houston and didn't think that was possible. And then leaves me scratching my head, not going to claim I'm a hoops tactician by any stretch of the imagination. But from an X's and O's standpoint, it's not that difficult to hold on to the basketball, draw a foul, and, of course, a matter of inches, because if that ball goes past the outstretched fingers of the UConn defender, Duke's able to dribble it out. So an improbable sequence of events, to say the least, and credit Brandon Mullins for knocking it down, and Alex Caravan not just chucking up a wild three-pointer with 2 seconds to go, looking for an open man to get a better shot, even if it still had a low probability of going in.
Babs, Todd turning off the NCAA Tournament Elite Eight for the NASCAR race makes him the most Southern, non-Southern person ever.
Yeah, he's in Vegas.
Hey, I mean, look, it's a 19
Nobody in the
point,
South did that, did they?
It's a 19-point game. I don't think Duke is going to squander it away. It's 7 or 9 points hovering around the 5-minute mark. And normally I would lean into the multi-TV setup, but at that point I figured, all right, Duke has learned their lesson from a year ago. History is not going to repeat itself. And then I'm flipping back when they went under caution, and lo and behold, UConn cuts it to a 2-possession game, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, maybe I should watch the end of this, and was not disappointed with the way that finish went, albeit in a little bit of a surprising fashion, to say the least.
Well, Babs and her mother are both Duke fans, and they have not spoken since that game.
I mean, if they're both Duke fans, are they angry at each other, or what's the reason they haven't spoken since the game?
No, Babs was worried about her mom, Buff.
Yeah, she's a little bit more dramatic than I am, right? So I just want to stay away from that for a
That's
little
fair,
bit.
but
let it
hey,
pass.
look, Don, you have a big game to look forward to tomorrow. I know every Auburn fan thinks about their hoop streams taking place at Hinkle with an opportunity to win the NIT. So,
Hey,
you have to
listen.
try and dust yourself off the canvas and regroup for Auburn as a 7-point favorite against Illinois State tomorrow night.
I took Auburn at 5.5. I'm looking good here.
I mean, this is a Tigers team that hasn't exactly exceeded odds makers' expectations so far in the NIT. But what an eclectic collection of teams you have with Tulsa and New Mexico in one semifinal, and Illinois State and Auburn. And full disclosure, I will not be watching any of those games that'll unfold tomorrow night in Indianapolis.
Oh, come on, Furman.
Not
Listen, it's
happening.
good for Auburn.
Not happening there any more than I'll be watching the Crown Tournament out here in Las Vegas with 8 teams vying for $500,000 that no idea what they've been doing to get themselves ready for this tournament, not having played meaningful basketball in nearly a month.
I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah, what the hell is
People,
that?
most people didn't. And if you happen to watch the games when they're televised, you'll see arenas that are going to look largely empty later tonight between Oklahoma, Colorado, and Baylor, Minnesota, before you get to the other quarterfinal games tomorrow night with Stanford taking on West Virginia and Rutgers against Creighton.
Oh, yeah, I did see those on FanDuel. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I didn't know if it was like flag football, intramural flag football or something.
Yeah.
It may as well be, but a little more at stake for these kids with an opportunity to take home a few bucks.
Well, I like your Arizona-Michigan breakdown. What do you think about Illinois and UConn? How do they match up, do you think?
I think Illinois has had a little bit of an easier road to get to this point in the tournament, but the one thing that we have seen from Illinois in the Big Dance is they've been lockdown defenders. And that was the biggest question coming into the tournament and even late in the year. Could they do enough on the defensive end that would allow them to win a national championship, given how good they have been from an efficiency standpoint offensively? And right now, number one in the country, offensive efficiency-wise, and inside the top 20 from a defensive perspective. It's a team that wants to try and move the ball around methodically. They don't turn you over offensively, but on the flip side, they don't force turnovers either. And my big concern with UConn is, can they break out of the shooting slump that they've been in? I mean, they started the game 1 for 18 from beyond the arc against Duke. Let's see what Illinois learned from earlier this year when they took on UConn and were beaten 74-61 on a neutral court at Madison Square Garden. If you can neutralize the effectiveness of Terrace Reed in the paint, I just don't think UConn has enough on the perimeter to beat you time and time again. So while Danny Hurley gets a massive edge over Brand Underwood in the coaching box, given his level of experience, I still lean towards Illinois, and if I was getting involved in that game, would probably lay that short price on the money line with the Fighting Illini.
So that's interesting because you mentioned Dan Hurley, and correct me if I'm wrong. He's 17-1 against the spread, Sweet 16 or better, or am I mixing my stats
I think that's
up?
17-1 ATS in the last 18 tournament games for UConn.
That's
so
what it is.
Clearly, this is a team that has thrived when the lights are the brightest. The only failure there coming in their opening round game against the Furman Paladins. But I also believe at the same time, some of that is priced into this number. I mean, looking at some power charts, and I'm not going to claim that I build out my own college basketball numbers from the start of the season to know how much they've adjusted. But look at some of the metrics. I'd be closer to that Illinois in that 3.5, 4 range than I would be with the Illini sitting as low as 1.5 at a very prominent national book.
Okay, well, just so you know, the parlay was UConn money line and Arizona money line.
Where is Slay, by the way? He decided he needed to take a week off to try and make sure he get his chickens in store after what he saw transpire between Tennessee and Michigan over the weekend.
Yeah, that one was rough. He was there in person.
Yeah. No, he's headed to Butler to go do the slam dunk contest.
Oh, there we go. I mean, that's the kind of thing that we need Slay involved in. And hopefully he's using his media credentials. He'll be in the building at Lucas Oil Stadium as well. And maybe, Slay's been training that we'll get a surprise celebrity dunk attempt from Slay.
No.
I just hope his Achilles and his ACL are intact if he decides to go up and slam one down.
Oh, he would be all over you right now if he was on the show. He doesn't like anyone putting anything like that out there, like in the atmosphere.
Well, I mean, I don't think Slay is actually going to try and go out there and attempt a dunk. I would hope that, on his right or left shoulder, he's got that voice of an angel saying, you're too old, you're too slow. You shouldn't be putting yourself in harm's way to even subject yourself to that kind of medical mishap.
No, do you remember when we were at Belmont and I was like pushing because I said, you're telling me you can still dunk? He was like, yeah, absolutely. So then we go down to the floor. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Show me. And I pushed and pushed. He was like, Babs, what are you trying to do? Like, I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
I
I tried.
don't
So
think,
he's smart enough to not do it.
I like how he says he can do it, but he chooses not to do it. Maybe he decides in the dunk contest to go full Gene Hackman at Hinkle and pull out the tape measure and make sure that the rims there at Butler are still 10 feet where Slay used to be able to dominate.
Thank you, Todd. Great stuff. Appreciate you.
Always a pleasure, guys. Enjoy the Final Four this weekend.
There he is, Todd Furman, at Todd Furman on X. Emmett on YouTube. I'm struggling with the Illinois UConn pick myself, Ron Slay, traveling. Slay went UConn money line is what he did. So there you go. Will says, Mayor never forgets the Aviators. It's impressive. Yep, that's true. Brian says, interesting background. You guys have no clue what he just said. Literally neither are listening. You're completely wrong about that. But thank you for watching, Brian. Appreciate you. We'll be back more at the Titans House, Titans Open House, coming up on 3HL.
We use his info when we bet. Of course we listen.
Of course we're listening. And here's one important part. Like, we have personalities to where we have to have a job, and luckily we're in one, where we're doing like 6 different things at once.
Yep.
So if you came and stood behind us and saw all of the things that we are trying to process at once,
and
you
the
would
notes
understand.
on the phone and the social media, and I have a Kit Kat F1 update.
Yes, I'm here for that. That's
Speaking
coming up.
of.
Also, April Fool's Day crap I saw on the internet today. I got a couple. Maybe they're real, maybe they're not. I'm going to ask y'all, and you can help instruct me. That's coming up, 3HL 104.5 this home. Talked with my guy, Zach Allen, for Buddy Allen Floor and Home. Today, he is celebrating 35 years at the store. Zach has been at the store for 35 years. Went to see him about a month ago, had a great time over there. There are some videos on my Facebook feed and Buddy Allen Floor and Home's Facebook feed and Zach Allen's Facebook feed where you can go kind of see what we were doing when we were hanging out. BuddyAllenFloorandHome.com is the website. They're in Donaldson, 2405 at Lebanon Pike in Donaldson, a Nashville OG company for sure. Built on tradition, designed for the way you live today. Buddy Allen Floor and Home. And now through April 20th, with approved credit, get 0 interest for 18 months and up to $1,000 off. Buddy Allen does not just sell carpet. They make floor covering, kitchen and bath projects simple, from imagination to installation. From hardwood, carpet, tile, and more to stunning kitchen and bathroom remodels that fit your style and life and budget. Pick your cabinetry, your countertops, plumbing fixtures, shower doors, everything. Bathtubs, hardware, lighting, flooring, all in one spot. And if that kind of gives you a headache, which it would me, they are there to help you out. Their design experts walk you through every step. Measurements, materials, professional installation. So there are no surprises, just beautiful results the Buddy Allen way. 2405 Lebanon Pike in Donaldson, 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenFloorandHome.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from the Titans Open House at Titans House. Tomorrow, we will be at Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs. Lisa just stopped by. She said to tell Slay that she was sorry that she missed him, but she loves seeing us.
She's so sweet.
She is. And she asked where we were going to be tomorrow, and I said Cool Springs. She goes, oh, that's far from me. I said, okay, well, on Monday we'll be in Franklin, Kentucky. And she's like, oh, that's far from me.
That's even further.
So, yeah. Enjoy food, drinks, special guests, and more here today. Purchase a PSL at the event and receive a new jersey as a gift. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events.
I am going to give away some tickets from Bab's Prize Closet. Ross, get ready. I'm going to do that before we finish this segment. But real quick, I want to do the update that I promised you on Kit Kats, F1 Kit Kats.
For people that don't know, we came across a story a couple days ago about a Kit Kat truck that was commandeered and stolen. Like, they have no idea where the truck was. Over 700,000 Kit Kats on the truck, and they were specially made like F1.
They're in the shape of an F1 car.
Yeah, so they
with
were
like
stolen.
the wings, the tire marks, everything.
They were going from Italy to Poland, and the truck just vanished, disappeared. A lot of people were texting us going, that's mob related, got to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I would venture a guess that might be true. I don't know. You have an update.
Yes, from USA Today reporting the update here. This is not an April Fool's joke. Nestle has now launched a website where people enter their info on their F1 Kit Kat bars on the back of it to see if their Kit Kat bar is a part of the stolen batch.
Oh.
To help alert authorities of where these are headed or made their way out. So the brand emphasized the stolen bar tracker is not a stunt or April Fool's joke, despite the timing.
Yeah, it's tough to do anything today.
Right.
Like, it's hard to release information of any kind today.
So are people?
Do you think that they were really all stolen? Is this all a build-up to April Fool's?
No, I think this is a real thing.
Just to get
this is just weird enough to be true.
marketing on it?
I did see a couple of stories today that I questioned, okay? Florida International tweeted a picture of a gold field and wrote, first gold field ever coming in 2026. I think that's a dumb one, but I think it was. I really think it was an April Fool's joke.
Have you double-checked it and looked
No.
back? Yeah.
I was just curious what other people
You don't
thought.
care enough.
Because,
do you?
like,
Nah.
I guess you could do like the
Not
Boise
really.
State field's blue.
No, you can do.
So-
You can do gold
You
field.
can do any
So
color
Boise
field.
State, so famously, like, there's a famous story about birds go there to die because they think it's water
and they dive down,
just
yeah.
dive down in and die. I asked, this is many moons ago, I asked, speaking of, shout out to the pink moon tonight, 9:12 p.m. is the optimal viewing in Central Time Zone, they say. But I knew nothing about a pink moon until Slay brought that to us yesterday. But I asked Dan Hawkins, who coached Boise State's football program, like, he's the one that got them on the level, like, headed to where they are. And I asked him about the birds going to die, and he was like, man, that's the biggest bunch of crap. Like, it's not true. But I don't know about a gold field. Is
Did
it
you
true?
see? And I don't know if it's true.
Oh,
Well,
I thought you looked it up.
no. Did you see Kentucky? That just made me think of Kentucky's tweet today. April 1st at 10:30, Kroger Field to install blue turf
Oh, yeah.
playing surface this summer, and it has it's an official article on UKathletics.com.
I'm
Did
not
you think
buying
it's a
it.
joke?
I'm not buying
I
any of
haven't
these.
seen it yet. I mean, it hasn't said it's a joke.
Put this back out tomorrow, and then I'll believe it. I'm not believing anything today.
That seems like a very Kentucky thing to do. though.
Babs could be like,
It
look, man.
says, here's the thing, too. The new design will also showcase grass-colored green end zones, creating a bold contrast intended to bring the
Oh.
spirit of Kentucky football to
So-
life in a way fans can see the moment they walk in.
So it's in the bluegrass state.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to have bluegrass.
Yeah.
But in the
Yes.
end zones, they're going to be green grass
Yes.
instead of bluegrass.
The reason I brought it up is because Boise State quote tweeted it and said cease and desist.
That's
I'm like,
phenomenal.
this
I'm
is
just-
hilarious.
Are y'all like me, though?
So
I'm
I
not-
don't think it's true. I don't know if it's true.
I'm not buying anything today.
Nah.
Oh, there it is at the very bottom, April Fool's.
Oh,
Ah,
see,
Kentucky.
there
Look.
you go. Gotcha.
That's just dumb. April Fools at the very bottom of the post.
So the other one today is, and everybody's going with this, USA Today tweeted out this morning, for the first time in over 50 years, NASA will send astronauts back to the moon. And then they showed video of astronauts getting fitted in the ship, and they've named it and all this stuff. And so many people are buying in, and I'm like, no, dude, show me when you get there or tell me tomorrow.
I need to see you on the moon.
They did
Well,
it the first
we've
time?
seen guys on the
I
moon.
hate April Fools. It's stupid.
We've seen guys on
Who's
the moon
with me?
before, and I don't necessarily believe that one either.
Like, why? This isn't fun. It's not fun for anybody.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's a stupid holiday. We need to get rid of it. Come
All right,
on,
let's
Trump.
do a giveaway.
Get rid of
You know
it.
what else we need to get rid of? Whatever's
these
in your
tickets.
closet, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, these are good tickets.
Yeah,
I
it's
read this.
Weezer.
Yeah.
Weezer.
Weezer, y'all.
Here you go. Babs Prize Closet is open. 2 tickets to see Weezer on Friday, October 9th at Bridgestone Arena with special guests The Shins and Silver Sun Pickups. 615-737-1045. Be caller number 5 right now to win 2 tickets to see Weezer. Good luck. Also, we've got Evan Brads, the new Belmont head basketball coach, live next.
3HL 1045 The Zone.
All right, y'all, I need to head into this place I'm about to tell you about. This is called The Joint Chiropractic. Yeah, you need to go in there because I need to go in there. If you've been moving around or you just been sitting still or you just feeling like, man, I need to get my body back to feeling right, well, this is the place for you. The Joint Chiropractic. They can take care of everything. And I mean, they got 17 locations all across Middle Tennessee. So it's not hard to find. They're open days, nights, and weekends. Whenever your back decides to act up, morning, evening, or whenever. Get in there. They're ready for you. Best part, no insurance needed, no appointments needed. You just walk right in, tell them Big Slay sent you. And check this out. For the new patients, you get the consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. That's cheap. I know it is. And after that, adjustments start as low as $21. That deal right there deserves everything that it's giving. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, whatever's keeping you from moving like you want to, The Joint's got your back literally. So go hit up thejoint.com, find a location near you, and get yourself back to feeling like you. The Slay Way.
Good afternoon. It's 5:02. Joseph Bonanno live from Titans House here on 104.5 The Zone. Titans made a flurry of offensive moves today, signing former Tennessee Vols quarterback Hendon Hooker, former Cardinals running back Michael Carter, former Vikings, Patriots, and Commanders wide receiver KJ Osborne, and former Steelers wide receiver Lance McCutcheon. And Tennessee basketball news, the Vols got a commitment today out of the transfer portal from Belmont senior guard Tyler Lundblade. Speaking of Belmont, the new Belmont head coach.
I was going to say, you're just going to throw that out there while the new coach is about to come on.
I was going to say,
sitting there on hold listening to you.
The new Belmont coach, Evan Brad, set to
off.
join 3HL right up next here on 104.5 The Zone. Friday Foundation Repair, waterproofing needs. You need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, the Wednesday edition. Hump day.
Well,
Yeah,
that was
was
weird.
terrible.
That was weird.
You do it, Babs.
Nope. Nice
Then
try.
then you cannot judge.
Nope. Yes, I can.
Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Let's go.
Good to see you. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. We appreciate y'all coming out. Those that have made it out to
Twitch,
the Titans
please.
house, the Titans,
please.
Titans
you
Open
whispered
House. Going on today all day. All shows from the Zone have been here today. We'll be here until 6 o'clock if you want to swing by. We've had so many listeners come up and say hello, and we always appreciate that. Shania just came up and said hello. Not Shania Twain, Shania
Yep.
Williams.
MTSU journalism major.
Yep. So we're doing that. We'll be at Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs tomorrow, so we'd love to see you guys out there. Evan Brads, the new basketball coach at Belmont, joins us now. Coach, what's up? How are you?
I'm great. How y'all doing?
Doing well. Babs, Coach Brad, Babs and Brads, that's kind of a tough one for me.
That's a tongue twister.
He's 31, Babs, so how many years younger is he than you?
This is not relevant information to what we're talking about.
It's a disrespectful question. Come on now.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. That's what I'm talking about. How is today? What are the emotions? What all is kind of going through your head right now at 31 and you're a head coach at your alma mater?
Yeah, it's been incredible. You know, my mind's been going about 1,000,000 miles an hour for the last 2 weeks, to be honest with you. But, you know, today's been incredible to the turnout we had today at the press conference and to see a lot of former players, you know, former teammates, you know, my family there. It was overall great emotions, and I couldn't have asked for a better day.
What was this process like? Because it's tough in your world, right? Because you're going through tournament stuff and you're worried about your team, but you're also, looking for that head coaching position. How challenging is that?
Yeah, no, it was really tough. You know, when this opportunity came about, you know, I was at the ACC tournament with Duke, and we had just played Florida State, and we were prepping for Clemson. Things move quickly in this business, like you all know, and it's, you know, it doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure. And, but it happens fast, and, you know, the last couple of weeks have been go, for sure. But, you know, it's been really exciting. I'm really thankful.
Ever any doubt that you would go this route and take a head coaching job this young? I mean, you might be the youngest in the country, right? I don't know. I haven't looked close at that, but any doubt that this was that you were ready to do this?
Well, you know, I never. It's always been a dream of mine to be a head coach. I never would have thought that it would have happened this quickly, for sure.
Yeah.
And for it to be here at Belmont, you know, where I spent 4 years of my life, and you know, it shaped me in so many different ways. It's just like the definition of a dream come true. Like for it to happen at age 31 or 35, I don't know if the feelings would be any different, but you know, I'm just super grateful to be here. I'm really excited for what's to come for Belmont.
Here's the crazy thing too, and I know NIL changes everything, but you're not walking into a program that you have to rebuild. You know what I mean? Like, have you thought about that? That doesn't happen very often. Usually, if you're getting a head coaching job, you got work to do.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of work to do, but you're right. Like, just the program here and the tradition, speaks for itself. The success that we've had with former teams, whatever conference that they were competing in, it is a good feeling. That brings along its own challenges as well. But it's exciting. Just as a former player, the former player in me is just, so excited to get a chance to, coach the team that I played for.
Yeah.
And impact the student athletes here at Belmont the way Coach Bird and all my other coaches impacted me. It's something that I've always dreamed and thought about.
Evan Brad's with us, new Belmont basketball men's head coach. So you mentioned to get to come back and be the head coach for the school that you played for and all of that. What is your recruiting pitch to players with Belmont, why it's special, and probably pretty easy for you to tell the story, right?
Yeah, no, I think so. I think I'm, a great example of what Belmont can do for you if you go in all in. I feel like I gave everything I could to this university as a student athlete. I thoroughly enjoyed my time here. And it just shows you that, I'm not the only one for sure, but it shows you that you can go from here to anywhere. Belmont set me up for success in the real world, and better than I could have ever imagined. The people that I met here, the people that invested time and energy into me, set me up to start my career in coaching out. And I can't thank them enough for that. It's an incredible place to live. We all know that. Nashville is an incredible city. Belmont University, you take one step on campus and you realize how beautiful it is. And then you start to learn about the history of Belmont, the history of the Belmont basketball program, and the tradition that we do have. And it's a place where you do go and where your dreams will come true.
Okay, along those lines, I just went and watched the volleyball team practice a couple days ago, or yesterday, I guess, and then went off the terrace where the tennis courts are, off of where you guys practice and all of that. It is gorgeous. Like, facilities there, amazing. You can sit and watch the sunset up there. It's amazing what all of that looks like as far as facilities and what you guys have going now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Like, it's funny. Yesterday was, my second time ever being in here. And, I actually did the exact same thing you did. I walked out to the tennis courts, and, it's unbelievable out there. Just to walk out, and there's, I don't even know, 9 courts or whatever is out there. It's an unbelievable building. This facility is all we could ask for. It's as good as it gets. This is the top tier of facilities, and it's another resource that Belmont has that not everyone has, and that we're going to continue to use to help push this program forward.
Evan Brad's new Belmont basketball coach, former OVC Player of the Year. What was it about Belmont and the recruiting part of your life coming from Ohio? What was it about Belmont that led you there?
Yeah, there's a couple of reasons. Well, there's a lot of reasons, let's be honest. The first time ever coming to Nashville, you fall in love with it pretty quick. I'm from a small town in Ohio, and never lived in a big city until here, and I fell in love with the city quickly.
Yeah.
And same thing that I just talked about. You step on campus, and even though the campus looked a little bit different then, it was still unbelievable place. To walk around, you saw how vibrant the campus was and all that, and then you sit in the conference room with Coach Bird, for 10 minutes, and he can sell anyone anything.
Right.
And,
desert.
yeah, that's a great way to describe it. And you sit with him and you hear like the history of Belmont. You see the players and how well they are, how well they go together, and you want to play for a guy that's ultra competitive. It's all of us that's why we play this game, is because we're all competitive, and Coach Bird is the definition of that, competitive. And I look back to being 18 years old and small town in Ohio is probably the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah. Evan Brad's with us, new Belmont basketball coach. At what point did you know, like, okay, I want to do this coaching thing? Like, I want to go down that path. Is there a defined moment?
Yeah, when I was graduating college, I thought I'd just play basketball forever until the wheels fell off, and the wheels fell off about a month later after graduation when I tore my ACL, that effectively ended my career. And then, coaching was something, maybe that was in the back of my mind. For a long time, it just was like I was so focused on playing that I'd never really given it too much thought.
Yeah.
And then, when something like that happens, your mind starts racing about what's next. And, luckily enough for me, I had a lot of people, push me to try the coaching thing. I had an incredible opportunity to work for a G League team up in Portland, Maine. And, when I got there, I just fell in love with it. And I knew that it was for me and something that I wanted to continue to do.
I've talked to so many guys in that world, that coaching world, that are in the basketball side of things. Same thing in football, but some guys are just more, I'm an NBA coach type guy, or I'm a college basketball coach type guy. What's the difference? Because you've been on both benches, right? Like, what's the difference in the NBA compared with college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start with that, to be honest with you. There are a lot of differences. For me personally, like, the biggest difference was, the schedule. What did we play at Duke? 38 games, so NBA is obviously 82 plus the postseason.
That's a grind, man.
Yeah, it totally is, and it's they both are in their own respects. But I found with being in college, I was at home more with my wife, which was great. I think she enjoyed that. The schedule itself, just less games. That means you have more practices. So there's give and take to all of it. For me personally, I loved every second I spent in the NBA. The schedule was a grind, like you said, but it took me places that I would have never thought I'd ever be able to go to in my life. And then my year at Duke, I absolutely loved it. I mean, I just, it's basketball at the end of the day. They both have their issues or they both have their problems. That's how I want to describe it. But, they're just different, and I love them both.
So we have to ask you, on the bench for that shot against UConn, what was going through your mind as you guys brought the ball in, and then to watch it unfold the way that it did with the finality of that shot?
Yeah, when the ball goes through the net, it's one of those moments where, you'll remember for the rest of your life, and it's where your heart sinks, and it feels like someone just punched you right in the stomach. And the first thing that comes to mind is just, wow, like your season can abruptly end, in 1 second, and it's a really hard thing to swallow, but, if you do this thing long enough, in whatever sport you do play, I'm sure every single athlete has a moment like that in which their season was cut off quicker than they thought, right? And, my mind goes to it. Honestly, I just started thinking about the year as a whole and the times that we had. I loved coaching those kids and those guys at Duke. That year that I have, I will literally never forget. It was an incredible year for me, personally, professionally, and I'll be forever grateful and fortunate to those players for letting me coach them. But again, you just feel for them because they fought all year, and that things like that happen quickly.
That's the thing about basketball, man. I say it all the time. Like, there's no way with my personality type that I could be a basketball coach. Like, I would be Dan Hurley over there, losing my mind all the time. But I don't know how, like, you guys.
Or, like, crying.
Well, so I immediately, when that shot went in, I immediately thought about my friend Babs, who does the show with me right now, and who's sitting here, because she's a huge Duke fan. And I immediately, when I saw that shot go in, I thought about her. Yeah. And, like, what her gut reaction was there. So I can't imagine.
I cannot repeat what words I said. Coach couldn't probably would have been in timeout for what came out of my mouth. So yeah, my dad graduated from Duke, so our family grew up huge Duke fans, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to ask him what was actually said on the bench, but then I'm like, but I don't want to bring up old old stuff because I know how painful it is for me, and I wasn't even like a part of the team. You know,
and that's the thing about basketball, Evan, and you alluded to this. Like, you go through the grind of the preseason and everything that you go through with these kids, and that's a sport where everything can just be your way 1 second and then done the next second. And I don't know how y'all deal with that, but I'm glad that you're in Nashville, man. And we look forward to continuing our relationship with that fine university at Belmont, and we wish you nothing but the best, brother.
Well, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all having me on.
Hold on. What were the words you heard on the bench when that happened?
I don't want to get in trouble the first day on the job, so we'll save that for another time.
Fair enough.
Love it, man. Well, hey, welcome back, brother, and we'll holler at you later. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one.
There he
See
is,
ya.
Evan Brads. Man, that's the thing about that sport, though. Like, you're bringing the ball inbounds, you think you're going to the Final Four, and then 3 seconds later, it's done.
And then you're not. Ugh.
Yeah, we talked about that. Like, we have to ask him about this, but like, how do we? He knows it's coming, you know.
Yeah.
So, man, that was tough. And yeah, Bav still has not talked with her mother. Everybody is saying this moon trip is real.
She's calling me.
Except for you. You're the only one.
Why is she calling you? She knows
Because
what
she
to do.
doesn't realize that I'm on the air. The time change gets her every time.
Well, everybody's saying that the moon thing is real, and I'm just not going to buy it until tomorrow.
I got a text from our friend Haney who was like, Brent is legit believes that this is not real.
I'm not saying that. I am not going to believe that it is real until we get off of this day.
Your argument is that, well, we haven't heard about it in the last.
I hadn't heard
There's
about it.
been no fanfare about it, right, Kirby?
Until today.
Yes.
Until today.
That's how they get you.
You know what is real?
What?
The new A to Z mock draft simulator.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Hey, real quick, I am going to call Vanderbilt Belmont volleyball, spring volleyball tonight at Vanderbilt.
Oh, I didn't even realize they were playing Belmont. I was wondering why you were over there.
That's why I was over at Belmont. Yeah,
like, man, she just
hanging
rolling
out with
around I go to Kroger, or Publix. She goes to Belmont volleyball practice. Okay.
I just go randomly, show up in gyms. That's my safe space.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, so it starts at 7. If anybody wants to get off work and bring your kids and have a fun at Vandy, fun little spring volleyball environment.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes. So
or SEC Network Plus. So.
We will check you tomorrow at Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs. Look forward to that.
On your birthday, Mayor,
Margaritas.
everybody bring Mayor something fun.
Margaritas on my birthday.
That
Y'all
too.
can enjoy
I'm
too.
a shot.
Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports. They have the A to Z mock draft simulator that launched today. It's really cool. He'll tell you about it when we come back, and we'll talk draft next with Austin Stanley, 3HL 1045 The Zone. I want to tell you about eSpaces. eSpaces.com is your workspace holding you back. This March, it's time to level up. And now it's April, so you can do it in April, too. With eSpaces, offering premium, flexible office and co-working solutions designed for the way you actually work. Whether you're a startup, growing team, or a professional ready to ditch the kitchen table, eSpaces has the space, the amenities, and the community to help you thrive. Check out eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. They have, the ability to redefine co-working with exceptional offices for every business. More than 15 locations in Middle Tennessee. And you can check them out online, eSpaces.com. Private offices, team suites, meeting rooms, 24/7, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready, whether you're just scaling up or just getting started. eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? Tours available now. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
What's happening, y'all? You can get the right body. All you got to do is get to Shoney's in the springtime, so why wouldn't you go there? Beautiful tourney basketball is going on. Delicious food is what you crave, and that's what Shoney's will deliver. Always fresh, always delicious. So head in to Shoney's all-you-can-eat fresh food bar for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can order a delicious meal from their extensive menu. The Shoney's All-American Burger is a go-to. And understand this, You can't leave out of there without getting that Shoney's iconic, world-famous hot fudge cake. I would advise get an extra little scoop of vanilla ice cream right there on the side. Or get that signature strawberry pie and get a little side ice cream on that side. If you don't feel like cooking at home, you can let Shoney's do it because everything on the menu can be ordered online from your favorite delivery app. I also love that Shoney's hosts true to their values, family-friendly service, and it's always Southern hospitality with a little twist. Feeding more, like groups of 4, 6, 8, or 12. Enough for your next family get-together or that college basketball game. 4 locations you can visit in Middle Tennessee, Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike in Nashville. Shoney's, let's eat.
Good to see you, man. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Blaine Bishop, Hitman, strolling around here. His son Chase is here. And I've known Chase since, this is year 17 for 3HL, and Blaine helped start the show. So that's how long I've known Chase. And he's like a grown A man now. So good to see him. Brent Doherty with you. Zeph Dog hopping on the mic. What up?
What up? Taking the place of Babs?
Babs had to go. Not had to go. She's enjoying the opportunity to get to go to Vanderbilt volleyball against Belmont tonight, 7 o'clock over at Vandy if you're looking to do that. We're at Titans House for the Titans Open House, and they've been showing people in many ways, shapes, and forms what the stadium, the new Nissan Stadium, will look like. I just took a tour, Babs and I did a little while ago, last week? And it's amazing to think about where they were, where they are, and where they will be. They get the keys to the building in February, so we'll see. But the roof has like 2 layers to it, and one of the layers should be up in May. The other, fully done in September. It's kind of the time frame they're working on right now.
And then, once they get that roof on, they don't have to deal with the weather. The inside's going to just fly by.
That's right. And so the one thing that kind of stood out to me, we saw what the locker room is going to look like, and it's going to be wide open until as a matter of fact, they took out a load-bearing column that would have been in the middle of the locker room, which cost a lot of money to structurally make sure everything was sound when you do something like that. But they wanted that open space because you see all the time these locker room coach things after a big win, and it's kind of a confined space. It's not that way in this locker room. It's huge. And then they had the outline to the logo, which will be massive in the middle of the locker room. But some of the things that stood out to me, they want to make it fan-friendly in terms of your ability as a fan to move around that building. For example, the current stadium has 4 escalators for fans to use. This new one, 44. So think about the difference there. And the escalator bays will be equidistant from each other. So wherever you are in the stadium,
you're close to an
escalator. Yeah. And then the elevator part of that, I forget what the number was in the old building, 7 to 27, I think is where they're going. So you can see all of these things here at Titans House. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. And if you purchase a PSL, you will get a jersey. 1045thezone.com. And you can see more information there. When we broadcast live tomorrow, we will be in Cool Springs at Mexicali Grill. Looking forward to that. Nice day, warm weather, margaritas, incredible food. And we're looking forward to seeing our guy Rashid and Mexicali Grill. So we're doing that tomorrow. Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports, joins us now. And we had a text strand going pretty early today, Austin. I'm glad that you share similar hours to me. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. I just did a whole Titans mock draft while you guys were pumping up Titans House and talking about all the different Mexicali Grill and everything else you guys are doing there. What's going on?
I'm in the process of doing that right now. I've done several today, so explain to people where they can go to get to the A to Z Sports Draft Simulator, and also kind of what they will see when they get there and what kinds of things they can do.
Yeah, so the direct link is draft-simulator.atozsports.com. It's also all over our social media. If you go to our main homepage on our website, atozsports.com, in the main nav, it just says Draft Simulator. It takes you right to you. So we built this in 5 or 6 weeks, I think. Travis May is an absolute wizard. He had an idea right after the Super Bowl of I'm going to try to build a mock draft simulator. And so when you have a company like we do that's just a group of draft sickos, I feel like I probably have done more mock draft simulations than anybody else in the city of Nashville, probably more than Mike Borgonzi at this point, because Travis told me over the last month, just try to break it, just try to do as many different things to make it do weird stuff, things you don't like, things you want to improve. And so that's been my job, has just been doing mock draft simulations for a month. So it's been pretty good. But it's a really cool feature. It looks clean. It's got a lot of different customizable features, dark mode, light mode. People like that quite a bit. Obviously, the Titans are, who are the main audiences here. So you can go as many rounds as you want, 3 different speeds. There's AI to AI trades. There's AI pick suggestions, AI trade suggestions. You can modify all types of behaviors and weighting team needs and positional value and randomness and all these types of things. And then when you get in there, it's clean in the draft room. It looks really good. It feels good. You don't have to really change a lot of tabs. Your eyes don't have to move that much. You've got it, just everything's in front of you, and trade offers pop up when you're on the clock from other teams. You can see the big board. You can see team needs and who every team has picked surrounding you as well. So you got to get in there and feel it and run through a couple of them and keep on doing them. There's no limit to how many you can do. There's no paywall. It's just all free and a lot of fun so far.
So I'm in the 6th round currently, and I'm trying to figure out should I take Carson Beck in the 6th round?
No, that would be the waste of a draft pick. I mean, it is funny once you get to like the 5th or 6th, 7th round. You can change your settings mid draft. So if you're like pick 189, you're like, I don't know, like just move that thing to fast mode and just zip right through it all, so you don't have to sit there and waste time. Or you can slow it down. Yeah. So you can change the speeds. You can mid draft. You can change dark mode, light mode mid draft. The only thing you can't change mid draft is how many rounds you're going to draft. You can actually go back a pick. Okay, if you don't like the way the simulator predicted something to go in front of you, you can just hit go back, and then redo it and see what it does that next time.
Are you doing it right now, Zeph?
I'm doing it right now. I've somehow managed to get Jordan Tyson and Omar Cooper Jr. both in the 1st round, trading with the Dolphins for 11 and 30.
See, I haven't done the trade thing. I've just done it straight up. I need to dive into that.
This is the best thing about what I like doing all these things, because I've probably put myself in nearly every trade back scenario the Titans could feasibly find themselves in this draft. And once you trade back to like 11 or beyond, you might as well trade back again. Like, this draft is a weird group. If you're outside the top 10, especially as a Titans drafter, there's not like anything that screams at you of like, oh, do you want a guard at 12? Or if you traded back there, Keldrick Falk doesn't really feel like a need.
Yeah.
You're kind of in a weird spot, so you keep on trading back. And I've actually talked to a lot of people around the draft circles and the NFL media and all that. And this draft class between picks, let's say 20 and 80, is really strange. And if you can get as many day 2 draft picks as you can, you're going to find yourself in a pretty good spot.
No, that's interesting. All right, so I just completed. I'm going to run this by you real quick and see what you think. Jeremiah Love at 4. You good with that? Akeem Messidor at 35.
Okay, yeah.
Elijah Surratt at round 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where good. So then I'm like,
if you want
Devin Moore, cornerback, because you need rotational stuff. Logan Taylor, inside offensive lineman. Sam Roush, tight end from Stanford. DJ Campbell from Texas, inside offensive lineman. Chris McClellan, defensive tackle. And then Dane Key, the wide receiver for Kentucky. I feel good about this. You gave me a B+ in your simulator.
Yeah, that's Travis. If you don't like your grade, you can go tweet at Travis May on Twitter and tell him that. So not me. That's all Travis's. No, I'm kidding. But I think the other good thing too is once you get in those mid rounds and the regular public that's not crazy like I am and obsessed like Travis and a bunch of A to Z people are, you can click on players. We have a little blurb that describes who they are, what their strengths and weaknesses might be. There's like a little chart button. You click on that, and it shows your mock draft trends by week, starting back like week of Christmas. Like I'm looking at Keldrick Falks right now just because that's what I clicked on. His average mock draft position Christmas week was 12th. And it shows the chart that now this week his average position is 17th.
Yeah,
so it
Zeph
shows that
is
he's
showing me
dropped
that.
a little bit.
That is a really cool little graph.
So
I like the visual there.
Do you take those from like just mock drafts all around from all these different people that put out the professional draft?
You're asking the beer taster how it was made.
Fair enough. You just think it tastes good.
I love it when people ask me about some wine I'm drinking at the bar. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
No, the answer is yes. So the answer is yes. The big board is a smoothie, as I've been kind of saying it, of A to Z Sports. We have a draft team of roughly 8 people that are really, really good at what they do. They do the draft year round. And that smoothie of the big board is created by their opinions, their mock drafts that they have been doing, and then the consensus from all these other places pulled into one. So it is different than the others. It's not just like, the other mock draft simulators out there. You'll notice that, and that's another thing about this particular class, is that you'll look at 3 different mock draft simulators and you'll see Omar Cooper Jr. have a completely different big board ranking where he's at. He's 31 on ours, and he's climbing. And so that's the other thing too, is that I'm not sure how often Travis is doing it, but after all these big moments throughout the draft process with the combine, pro days start to roll in, you start to look at other data and where the rumors and the chatter's going, updating those big boards to kind of see how players are moving, like I mentioned with Keldrick Fall.
Austin Stanley with us, A to Z Sports. You got the new draft simulator that is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to dive into this thing tonight and do the trade part of this. I've done it straight up. But again, draft-simulator.a2zsports.com is where you can find that. So, Austin, while we have you, we have to ask everyone, who do you take it for at this point?
I am big on Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
And because I have done so many mock draft simulations, not just on ours, because I've been using other mock draft simulators to figure out what are the best ways and what do I like best and what do I want to customize. So I've been using them all over the place. I've consistently found myself, if I draft an edge at 4 or even like Cornell Tate at 4, I find myself gritting my teeth and disappointed that I'm passing on a player at the same position at 35 that I took at 4. And I think that's where, if you want to play this board's strengths, keeping yourself flexible at 35 and 66 is by going Jeremiah Love at 4, because there is no other Jeremiah Love. He's one of one in this class, right?
Yeah.
So, I've done some math on this too. There are 6 or 7 or 8 wide receivers that could be gone by 35 or earlier. There are 8 edge players, if you include Arvell Reese, that could be gone by 35 or earlier. You're going to likely find one of those positions is going to have a run at the end of the first round. And so if you sit and wait and just receive whichever run did not happen, then you'll get a player that could have gone in the first round fall right to you at 35 in a position of need after you took the best touchdown scorer in the entire draft.
That's an interesting thought that I haven't actually thought about. I appreciate that, Austin, is picking 4 with 35 and 66 in mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. And I talked with someone the other day that's been doing this a long time, and I said, yeah, but 4 running back, is that too high? He's like, not when you got a playmaker like that, dude.
Yeah.
And he can give you so much more than running back.
I just think the depth at the other positions that you're looking at 4, so that wide receiver, that edge, like Austin was saying, that you could theoretically get still a really good starter-level guy in the second and third round.
Yeah. And a receiver at 66, for example.
And
exactly.
Yeah.
Or corners at 66 in that third round is pretty strong. I think interior offensive linemen, the Titans could draft somebody at 101 at interior O-line that could be, I don't know, week 1 starter, but maybe a month 1 starter. Because there's some other tackles in this class that could slide inside the guard, like Trey Zune from Texas A&M, who was actually like their break glass in case of emergency center last year at A&M. He was their starting left tackle, but he also played backup center snaps, which doesn't really make sense to me, but that's what happened. And he could be a center prospect at the next level.
Awesome. Real quick before we let you go, the Tennessee Titans did some pandering to Vols fans today. I just want to know what your thoughts about them bringing Hendon Hooker in there to compete for a backup spot potentially.
It's good for A to Z sports content.
Oh my gosh! Because Charlie Burris, who does our Vols podcast, is the one who talked about spitting in the face of Vols fans. So 3 years later, they're both on this roster. Like, that is the most ironic, hilarious thing. Now, I don't think either of them are going to be. I don't even know if either of them are going to wear a jersey in a preseason game, but it's just hilarious. I find it so funny. Look, I don't think anybody was right in that argument. right? Who's going to be a better NFL quarterback, Hendon Hooker or Will Levis? The answer was neither. I don't know what happened to Hendon Hooker. He had a magical 15 months at Tennessee. And then whatever happened in that sandy field at South Carolina, it just vanished.
Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports. So, hey, are you with me on this whole moon launch thing today, or you believe it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There you go.
So
I love how locked in you are.
I have no clue what you're saying.
So
I've been
they
doing
announced today
all
they're
these
sending-
mock drafts.
They're sending astronauts to the moon today for the first time in more than 50 years.
do you think it's an April Fool's joke?
That's what I'm like. Wake me up tomorrow and tell me that happened.
Yeah, we did. I will say, I don't know. We did have a conversation yesterday. Like, do we want to launch this mock draft simulator on April Fool's Day?
Oh.
And we were like, I mean, yeah, we do because it's draft month, and I'm glad we did because it's been very well received so far.
Yeah. Well, you could have waited today and said, we'll do it on the mayor's birthday and say, happy birthday, Brent.
Yeah.
Here's a draft simulator for you to mess around with all day while you should be working.
Yeah, yeah. We've gotten a lot of people who are like, thank you for ruining my productivity at work today. So,
I love
and
it.
that's hey, I'm glad to help.
A to Z Sports. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you hopping on, man. Always good to hear from you. And, again, let people know. I just got out of it. Let people know, again, where they can go.
Yes, you can go to A2Zsports.com, and then at the top main nav, it says Draft Simulator. That's the easiest way.
That's the easiest
but it's also draft-simulator.A2Zsports.com. So once you go there the first time, just type in draft, and it'll pop up for you. So you just go back every day and keep on playing with it.
There you go. Bingo.
Thanks, guys.
Austin Stanley, A to Z Sports. I wasn't even doing a bingo card. He just did it for us. So more 3HL next, 104.5 The Zone. Up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. No April Fool's joke there. That is going to be the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had, according to me. And I've been talking about these guys. I've known Daniel Gupton and his crew for a long time. Long time. One of the original advertisers here on 3HL, and we certainly appreciate that relationship. I don't want to pin it, Zeph. Thank you. It's not 1984, but you can have mine. It does look good, though. It does look good. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. You can tell Daniel Gupton and his crew what you're looking for, and they will be able to point you in the right direction. Take your test drive, go inside. They'll help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. All the inventory, new and pre-owned, right there. All the deals they have going on in the month of April, right there. GuptonMotors.com. Again, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, good people? Big Slate coming to you with MedicalHouseCalls.com. Big salute to my guy Chuck McDowell holding it down over there. Healthcare designed for your life 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. 615-838-2375 is the number that you will call or text, and they're going to answer either one of them. You can call or text Medical House Calls, and their teams will assess exactly what you need within minutes. You can book your visit after a quick chat, and they'll schedule it. Medical providers will be at your door to deliver care back ASAP, people. I've been through this. Understand that when you get that little sick feeling, that tired feeling like you just need a little burst of energy, they got it for you. They get you on your way. That's why they got the mobile IV therapy. I've done this 2 or 3 times. Probably going to do it again this week because it's a heavy week right here. So when you're feeling fatigue, persistent illness, or injury, get the athletic recovery, immune boosting blends, rapid rehydration, energy boost, whatever it is, go straight to your bloodstream. You don't have to miss work. They got urgent care, all of this. You're just one call away, man. MedicalHouseCalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Shout out to Sammy for doing traffic today and for Ken Weaver. She's doing a great job. I just literally said during the break, I'm so glad I don't have to do a radio show where I have to be smart. Apparently they did launch this thing. They're not going to the moon, though. They're going around the moon.
They're going around the moon, according to NASA. But I'm not going to lie.
Big deal.
They're live streaming some kind of like newscast version of it, just giving updates. This looks fake. Like these look like costumes, and this looks like a fans blowing on this girl's hair, and this is a green screen background.
Is
this
that
is
Cape
fake.
Canaveral?
I have no idea where this
Where
is.
are these people? I didn't even pay much attention to it because I was like, hey, man, even if it's real, just tell me tomorrow, and then I'll buy in and believe it and all those things. But so they're just going around the moon?
That's what it says.
It's like they're like going on 440, like just around the city.
So just take a little roundabout.
This is like the 440 trip to the moon.
They're just going in a circle.
You never get off. Why can't they land it on the moon then? Why they got to go around the moon?
I'm not going to lie. This looks real. Like the stuff they're putting out looks really fake.
Well,
Zeph's already got the conspiracy theory going. Babs will be all over this tomorrow.
Also, why are they replying to every comment?
Who, NASA?
Yeah, NASA is replying to every comment.
That's literally the only job I could get at NASA is like social media guy. Like respond to tweets guy. I could get that job. Man, rocket scientist. That was not ever on my path, I don't think. You know? When the blueprint was drawn, when I came out the womb, it was not NASA scientists at any point. So, yeah, we'll see. That's what's happening. We have been broadcasting live all day as a radio station from the Titans open house from Titans House. Lots of people came by to experience the future of game day at the new Nissan Stadium Experience Center. And you can get an exclusive look here at Titans House, which you can go on the website, the team's website, and check out when you can come down here, make a reservation to talk to some ticket people and get you hooked up in there. Big shout out to Jermaine Simmons, who just stopped by and said he literally turns it on in the morning with Ramon and ends with us and is on the zone all day long. Tomorrow we broadcast live from Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs on Carruthers next to Sonic. Roll by if you can. The food is amazing. The margaritas are exceptional. Everything is done with love and care there. We'll be there from 3 until 6 o'clock, and it's my birthday. 53. How about that? Someday, Zeph. Someday.
I was trying to do the math in my head. It's like 26 years.
I know, and you think it doesn't fly by, and then it does fly by, which leads us right back into conspiracy theories with Don Davenport. Appreciate Ross John Stone, as Slay loves to call him, producing the show back at our studio, the world-famous Music Row. Kirby, Maddie for helping out here. Zeph Dog, great job with Zone TV and guest hosting while Babs had to go do volleyball.
Thank you.
And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Mexicali Grill in Cool Springs. Come by and see us. Appreciate you including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face at some point. 3HL is organized chaos. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Oh, thanks, Ross. Wouldn't want to be let's hear a shout out to the mayor, whose birthday is tomorrow.
You shout me out tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll get one tomorrow.
And the fake moon landing.
And the fake moon landing.